Oh, look who's on the phone. Johnny Fratto and Eric the Midget. They're ready to negotiate.
Is Johnny Fratto on a TV show? I could swear that they're doing Mob Week on AMC.
Hey, Johnny.
And Johnny's doing some of the commentary.
Johnny, are you on a TV show?
Well, I was. It was a Mob Week on AMC last week. They showed all the different mob movies, and I did a lot of the commentary. I had a real good time. A lot of fun. Giuliani was on it. Don't tell me he was going to be there, because if I'd have known he was going to be on there, I don't know. I might have had second thoughts.
Why?
You know. Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just, you know.
He probably put a lot of his relatives in jail.
It's a little scary to me.
Yeah, but Johnny, I mean, I assume you're not in the. I mean, your dad was one of the largest mob figures. He ran Rhode Island, and
right.
You know, he was a big deal. He ran Iowa.
Well, he ran Iowa. Yeah, the Midwest.
Yeah, but Johnny, you're on the straight and narrow. So why would you be mad at Giuliani? I guess because
you just, you know, Howard. It's like instinct. You just pick it up. You know what I mean? It's like, right. You know, if somebody's, you know, you go from the people before you. So you were like talking about offices right now. My dad had a lot of offices. They were called telephone booths. He would pull up the different phones, and that seemed to be his office.
Yeah. You know, your old man. That's why your old man was a success.
That's why. Yeah, he never did no time. So
let me tell you, he never did time. And Johnny, as a child, was privy to. You know, when Johnny wanted to play, his father brought home the
space capsule,
the space shuttle.
Not the shuttle.
The space capital.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
His father was so powerful, he actually had NASA's rocket ship in his backyard, right?
Yeah, but they had to steal it, you know.
Right. But
so they stole it and then they put it back.
All right. Well, the reason we're on the phone with Johnny is, you know, Johnny has been representing Eric the Midget.
Yes.
Do you have a reading problem?
Hold it a second. I don't.
We haven't even talked to you.
We haven't even
yet.
talked to you yet.
I think you said that to me.
Oh.
Are you talking to me, Eric?
I said it to Howard. What the hell did it say in my email?
All right, let's get to your email. Now Eric has.
It says the nickname goes away.
All right. Here is a letter.
Oh, we have to talk about demands?
Yeah. Here is a list of demands that
For
Eric
what?
wrote to. I'm going to tell you. I read these over last night in a rather detailed email.
Yes.
Howard, by the way, he told me he hated me 5 minutes ago when I got him on the phone. I said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you hate me.
Why do you hate? Why do you hate Johnny? Johnny's trying to help you.
Because, you know, I'd rather be sleeping.
All right, look, as far as I understand, I didn't contact Eric.
Yeah, so he could be sleeping.
Yeah, Eric contacted me and said he wants to come back on the show, but he has demands in order to make this happen.
That's my fault. That's my fault, Howard, because I'll tell you why we're doing this. We're doing this because I had to explain to Eric that a lot of work came and it slowed down. And I told him, without Howard, you got nothing.
Right. And he didn't understand that.
I spent 8 years on this show and only got 2 acting gigs out of it.
Are you
could have had 20? Oh, Howard, wait a minute. Let me finish this. Howard, the people that came to do things with him, it would have been 20. If he would have took those gigs. Am I right, Eric?
Do you realize the miracle that occurred? I got Eric.
He doesn't act.
You're not an actor. B, you have an unusual look. And C, I got you 2 acting jobs that you never would have had in your life had you not been on this show. It's a miracle.
No, Howard, listen to me. Adult Swim offered him a thing that every stand-up comic would for to be a character in a thing. He didn't like it because he felt like the language was too risque. He got a...
What?
It was too satanic.
It was a satanic cartoon. And it's on TV.
Right. Listen, Eric, I'm not sure I understand. You do want to be back on the show, I'm assuming.
Well, apparently Johnny has convinced him that's the only way things will happen.
So
the only way, I mean, if he's not on the show, Howard, I can't do anything.
Right. Well, go try and figure that out, how you explain that to him. I don't understand how he doesn't understand it. But here it is, and I'll try and work through this with Eric. I'll read these out loud, and I'll tell you what I'm comfortable with. First, I will do the reading of the 10 demandments, as Eric calls them. He says, these are my demands for coming back on the show. Now, I didn't ask him to come back on the show.
Nobody was looking for him.
I did it.
Okay, here we go. Number one, the nickname Eric the Midget will be gone forever. Also, you cannot use the word midget at all anymore on the show.
Even when he's not here?
That's right. Callers can't use the word.
Oh, my God.
The staff can't use the word. He says, look, I know for a fact from tweeting with one of the WWE superstars that is a little person, and also from meeting and talking to Marty Kleba, you remember Marty the Midget?
Yes.
That I am not the only little person that hates that word and wishes that word would just go away. Okay, so anyway, that's the first demand.
That's just one.
That's one. Number two. Me being a difficult, ungrateful, angry, and all the world person comes to an end at once and for all.
Oh.
Of you and all the fans thinking that I am any of those things. That's number two. I'll respond to each of these afterwards, Eric, if that's okay.
Right.
Number three. Abuse and bullying on the air and off the air ends. Howard, lately I feel like you're a hypocrite. Why I say that is you got off and bent out of shape last week when Lady Gaga's fans were abusing you and harassing you and threatening you on Twitter. And then I read this week you got again all upset and bent out of shape when you found out that Dax Shepard and Jimmy Kimmel were making fun of a photo that you took and sent to Jimmy. So in other words, he's saying, how can I bully when I'm being bullied and I get upset?
You haven't demanded that people change.
Well,
you change your behavior.
As I said, Robin, I will explain what demands I'm comfortable with after I read through them. I was in shock when I read this. Number four, enough of putting me in the whack pack. That ends right away. I'm not anything like that trailer park white trash Jeff the drunk, or that complete nutcase that thinks he was taken in pro by aliens Riley Martin, or that huge, dirty, smelly, gross, fat, scamming, high-pitch Eric. All right. Number five. Howard, you say you have many connections? Well, I want you to put those connections to use.
Oh, my goodness.
And help out Johnny get me more acting gigs. I mean, 2 acting gigs in 8 years is pathetic for someone who says that he has a lot of connections.
Eric the actor.
Also,
It would have been 10.
Also, get me on game shows so I can make some extra money.
Oh, my goodness.
Number 6 out of the 10 demandments. From now on, nothing but outright respect when I call in. No more sound effects or talking over me while I'm trying to talk. No more taking calls from worthless, pathetic, having hateful that all they want to do is about me while I'm on the air. That's number 6. Number 7. I want set call times. I no longer want to be on hold for hours. All right, number 8. I demand that I take Steve Langford's spot on the Howard 100 News team as a West Coast member of the team.
Is that right?
Since they have an open spot from Langford leaving, I'd like to make whatever he made a week. I would focus on celebrity news, movies, red carpet interviews, and other entertainment stuff.
So he just wants Steve's job.
Yeah. Hey, at least he doesn't want your job.
I haven't gone anywhere.
Number 9. Also, trips to Las Vegas, Disney World, Disneyland, and other places that I would like to visit. More trips up to the Bunny Ranch, also the Playboy Mansion, and
What?
And trips to see WWE and TNA wrestling pay-per-view and non-pay-per-view shows, UFC pay-per-view in this country. Also tickets to the remaining home games of this season for the Oakland A's and San Francisco Giants playoffs, and World Series tickets if one or both of them make it in. 2012 season tickets for both teams, tickets for both the San Francisco 49ers and Oakland Raiders. Okay, that's number 9.
Wow, I can't wait for 10.
And number 10, Eric, if I have it right, this is the final request that has to be met in order to make it worth returning to the show. During baseball spring training next year, we do a series for charity best of 7-year baseball or softball team with you coaching. If you want to play, there's something about me coaching. It's very confusing, and I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Now, Johnny, as Eric's representative, I am going to...
Did you talk to him about these demands, Johnny?
Yes, Robin, I did.
Oh.
What did you say about them?
I said that they were unrealistic.
What did Eric say?
He said...
All right.
So that's about as far as I was able to go with that negotiation.
I'm thinking of making a counteroffer right now. All right, here's my counteroffer. If he comes back on the show, Johnny, take a note. Do you have a pen? All right.
I'm getting it right now.
Here's my offer. If Eric comes on the show, I offer him a sandwich, and I'll lock him in a pet cage.
Okay? Sandwich and pet food.
All right, first of all, Eric, let me take it seriously now. All right, here we go. Eric, number one, the name Eric the Midget. That is your name.
No, it's not.
I don't see how
It's
you...
the name people know you by.
It's your...
Sometimes people don't get to...
That. That is a respectful, ignorant word.
But, Eric, I can't prevent the callers from calling you Eric the Midget. Let's say I stop calling you Eric the Midget. Let's say I call you Eric the Actor. Okay? Let's say I agree to that. And let's say Robin agrees to it.
I don't think I've ever called you Eric the Midget.
Eric, the complaining midget.
Maybe I called you that.
But, Eric,
I'm pretty sure you called him that.
I can't stop the world from calling you Eric the Midget.
Eric, the annoying midget.
Do you understand that? That I can't promise you that?
You can't guarantee that, Eric.
Somebody may refer to you as that.
Eric, the loudmouth midget.
Okay.
Fred, stop with those now. Eric, the obnoxious midget.
All right. Eric, number two. The idea of you being ungrateful or angry. Listen, when you're a celebrity, which you are, people are going to have a... Listen, people bash me all day on that Twitter and on the phone. How can I mean, if people feel you're ungrateful or angry or this or that, that comes with fame. I can't stop that. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but if if we notice that something you're doing seems angry, belligerent, ungrateful, we have to point it out.
Yes, Gary.
Hey, can I just address something about the name part?
Yes.
Because, okay, so I'm looking at the Hollywood Reporter from a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
There's a pretty well-known executive producer of the show Alcatraz. Her name is Elizabeth Sarnoff. So they asked her, what are some things you would do if you were running TV? She said, I would have more manlyhood on The Bachelor, and I would have more Eric the Midget on Fringe. Meaning, you are known as Eric the Midget now in Hollywood.
Did you know
by
that,
a major
Eric?
producer.
A producer.
Humongous still.
Now, do you want her not to be able to find you?
No.
Eric?
No, but it's Eric, the actor. I am an actor. I'm not a midget.
How about Eric the Midget actor?
No.
Just be bold.
But what Gary's point is, you've become so synonymous with that name that even if I stopped calling you that,
It has a life of its own.
yeah, I mean, this is a major Hollywood producer who's advocating. Yeah,
He was a New York Times crossword puzzle, Eric the Midget.
right.
Oh, yeah, but by the way, that's something I would still have yet to get back from you, Johnny.
I got it.
What, you lent him your copy?
Well, a fan handed me a copy, and Johnny took it, said, let me make copies of it. I'll send it to you. And more than a year later, I still have yet to get it.
Hey, Johnny, I got to agree with Eric on that. I mean, listen, that's quite an honor to be in the New York Times crossword puzzle. You got to get that to him.
I will get that, John.
Yeah, but that's a side negotiation. That has nothing to do with
That
us.
has nothing to do with me, though. That's between you and your agent, Johnny Frado. All right. Now, Eric, number three, all the verbal abuse, all of this you call verbal abuse. Look, if the fans are bullying you, what can I do?
Either you don't want your fame, Eric.
Or you do. Number four, enough of putting me in the whack pack. Listen, what difference does it make where I put you? You don't have to associate with the whack pack.
Eric, the whack packer. I'd rather be associated with a friend that I've made named Jim from Raleigh, who is considered a regular caller, not considered a whack pack.
Everyone figures you're whack pack. I'll tell you why. You're part of the characters. You're part of the crew. You're part of the fun of the show. You don't have to consider yourself part of the whack pack. But people do. They do lump you in with that.
Is Marianne from Brooklyn?
Marianne from Brooklyn is not in the whack pack.
She's not in the whack pack.
No. She's too normal.
King of All Blacks in the whack pack?
Yes.
He is.
No,
Okay.
he's not.
All right.
No. I mean, Marianne has a funny voice, so maybe she is. But
I mean, Elephant Boy's in the whack pack.
Well, Elephant Boy is funny.
Wrong with him.
Yeah, well.
Well, so, I mean, you know.
Pants on the subway and then went to an appearance.
Shh.
All right. So that's debatable, but okay.
No, he's in the whack pack.
No, I mean, enough of you mean Eric's in the whack pack.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Howard, you say you have many connections. I mean, Eric...
Now what is the demand there?
That he wants more acting gigs, that I don't get him enough. I mean, Eric, it's a miracle that I got you 2 acting gigs. It's a miracle. You've never acted in your...
You got it more than 2, because there's been 4 or 5 he turned down.
Right. I mean, listen, Eric, when you're a beginner actor, you got to take what you get. You can't be so...
Everybody's saying yes, not no, when they start out, Eric.
Yeah.
You've been sitting on one connection for 4 seasons.
What's that?
Your movie wife just ended her 4th season of In Plain Sight.
Yeah.
Over the weekend.
Oh,
I would like to be on that one.
Yeah, but
we're supposed to force her to put you on the show?
Listen, Eric, I'll cut to the chase. I can't agree to any of these demands.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not going to go through them point by point. There isn't one demand in here that makes any sense.
You can't, if we can't...
You were a caller. You called into my show. I always enjoyed having you on. I would enjoy having you on in the future. I can't tell you I'm not going to put you on hold. I can't do any of that. So again, I don't think you're in any position to make any demands, and I'm not going to get you box seats and trips to the Bunny Ranch if it comes up.
Las Vegas.
If you are good enough, that'll happen. But I can't guarantee you that.
Read what the first paragraph says then.
All right.
What is the first paragraph?
Well, would you tell me what it says?
It says that each and every one of them has to be agreed upon for me to return.
Well, I don't agree. I don't agree to any of them.
If they are not, well, I won't return.
Goodbye.
All right, well, then that's it, I guess. Because I'm not going to agree to any of these demands.
Eric, look, what about Pit Boss? What about Midget? What about Adult Swim?
Johnny's talking sense to you.
Oh, I mean, all of these things are things he turned down. These are big things. You know, there was a website company.
Whoa. Back up.
Yeah.
I've never, you take one of those out of there, because I've never turned down Pit Boss.
You never, you actually did, because Pit Boss, their criteria was that you go on Stern at that time, and you did not want to go on. So that was a turn down.
Well, that's only because of that stipulation.
Well, then you refused the job.
You turned it down.
That's right.
Yeah, you turned it down. I mean,
Eric, Johnny's telling the only good thing that's ever come out of your life is this show.
That's it.
That's it. Anything that comes out acting-wise, being invited to the Bunny Ranch, it's only because you were on the show.
All the
I don't
people
care.
he's met, any of it.
If you don't want to be on the show, that's fine. I don't want, as you say, your health gets affected by the fans. Then don't be a part of it. But if you want to be,
he's talking about Stern Fan Network. I told him the same thing.
Tell him not to read it. I don't even read that.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
I don't read that,
You
Eric.
don't look at it. You don't see it.
Eric, I don't read Stern Fan Network.
I was meeting athletes and stuff prior to me being on this show.
Then go ahead and have your life. You don't need us.
Right, but don't be upset with Johnny when he can't get you gigs. It's all going to dry up.
I told him right out, I can't do it.
Johnny's saying in order to be your manager or whatever he is, his age
There's
or
nothing
agent,
to manage.
there's nothing to manage when you're not on.
You know.
So you're in no position.
Don't swim, Howard.
Johnny, he's in no position to negotiate.
I tried to tell him that before we made the call. That, you know, the Adult Swim, he got to deal with Adult Swim.
What was the deal? Let me hear the deal.
Well, I don't know. He was supposed to play some kind of little satanic thing. And it's just his voice.
Yeah.
It was satanic, and he said no, he don't like that satanic.
Eric, have you ever watched the show True Blood? Hold it, Johnny. Let me talk. A cartoon devil. Eric, have you ever watched the show True Blood?
Yes, every episode.
Do you ever see? Me too. Do you ever see the vampires on there? They don't turn down the role because they're playing something satanic. It's a role. It's a make believe.
Yeah.
That's acting.
You got offered a cartoon and you turned it down because you thought it was
Adult Swim.
Can you imagine?
So you're not an actor, Eric.
Because an actor plays a role. You're not really satanic.
I played a role for
Don't talk too fast about that.
on this show.
But do you think the guys on True Blood should have turned on the role because it's satanic?
Or that they're really vampires?
No.
So why would you turn down the role of a satanic character?
He didn't like the words they were saying.
What words?
I don't even know. What were the words, Eric?
I don't remember the lines of dialogue now. Because
Yeah, but Eric, every line in your email to me.
Yeah, what words do you object to?
Yeah, I mean, where are there words that you could object to? You got the foulest little mouth I ever heard. I mean, what is this?
Unbelievable. And then Howard, you got to understand that he gets, and I mean, he gets.
I know.
Guys from voicemails, and he gets. I got big kids. I got a. Which I can't do.
Oh.
My ankles are.
Of course, you're an old man.
2-year-old who's chasing him.
Yeah, he's the same age I am.
I got a grandson now that exposes himself to everybody that he...
Eric, in other words, what Johnny... Let me interpret for Eric. What Johnny is saying, Eric, the guy's got a very busy life. He's willing to help you out, but you got to help yourself. You got to understand, when you turn down a major cartoon because you think it's satanic, that's like saying, I turned on the role of a vampire on True Blood because it's satanic. That's absurd.
Or he's not it's not even a human or it's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Nobody can even see him.
Eric, it was a cartoon you turned down. Do you understand my point?
Yeah, cartoon.
Am I getting through to you at all?
yes, I understand that.
Yeah, you need someone who talks sense to you. I'm in show business. I didn't turn down roles.
Midget, came with a wonderful, wonderful offer. There was another company that did.
Danny doesn't want to do that. I understand.
Well, I'm not talking about doing, and he didn't want to do those events.
Eric, why wouldn't you promote a? You went to the Bunny Ranch. You love. Why wouldn't you?
I know, I'm like, Johnny, are you referring to the Vanessa Blue website?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did you turn that down?
Up there.
Not sure why, really.
Yeah, you see, Eric, listen to me.
You're a little loopy.
Yeah.
No, you were.
Eric, I want you to be happy. Don't call into Johnny. Let me talk to Eric. Eric, I want you to be happy. Don't call into the show if it doesn't make you happy. But you're not thinking clearly on a lot of these topics. When Johnny says to you, and Johnny's thinking clearly, he goes, "Hey, Eric, I got a wonderful cartoon opportunity for you." And you go, "Well, it's a it's a satanic
I don't want to
cartoon."
pay a devil.
And then you go,
You've done it before for free.
for free. So you got to listen. You got to listen a little bit to Johnny. And I hate to break the news to you. Your calls into this show are the best thing that ever happened to you. But that's your decision to make.
And the well is drying up, Howard. I mean, the more he's not on the show, the well gets drier and drier.
But I don't want to force you to be on.
No, there's no force.
No.
But we can't bow to these silly demands.
No. Eric, I'm not bowing to any of your demands.
I only wish one of them was reasonable.
Can we hone one of these demands to be more of a reasonable demand?
And by the way, Eric, if I start giving in to your demands, can you imagine all the callers making demands of me?
Can you imagine the rest of the whackback?
I'll have to memorize rules for each caller.
Jeff the drunk will be right on the phone.
Speech impediment man will have me in court. Let's see what the fans think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me hear what the fans think.
Of course, I think you probably screwed up any chance of me ever doing another J.J. Abrams show.
Why is that?
The pirated movie.
Well, what has it got to do with me?
Didn't Gary just read?
Your name was supposed wait, on the copy.
Yeah, but I can't do anything about that listen, I got a letter from a woman, by the way, Eric, who tells me in the letter that what these guys do, she has a husband who knows a guy. These guys who deliver these things through the mail, they know the envelopes that these screeners go out in. They open them up, they copy them, and then they put them back in the envelopes.
Right.
Listen, that's got nothing to do with me. I'm an honest guy. I never would boot. What do you think? I'm going to bootleg a copy of my own a movie they sent me with my name on it? I'd have to be a moron.
But by the same token, why would they hold that against Eric?
Right. JJ doesn't hold it.
Because I'm associated with the show.
There's no war going on, Eric.
JJ loves me.
But what do you want from JJ?
He wants to be on Fringe again, he says.
Well, I don't know how I would be able to be back on that show.
Of course you could be back on the show.
You could be another character. You could have had an evil twin.
Yeah, you could be a parrot. They could put you in a cage and put a costume on you.
And Howard, he got a call today from Robert Mills.
There you
He got
go.
a call about being on that show. What is that show, Eric?
Take their money and run.
Yeah, well, listen.
That's where they give you $100,000. You got to hide the money from the police.
Right.
I told them I'll help you hide the money from the. That's one thing I do know how to do.
Yeah, Johnny should be on that show.
Yeah, they'll never find
Well,
it.
let me tell you about that, Eric, that offer. Bobby Mills is a personal friend of mine.
That's
Right.
right.
Number two, Ralph was talking to Bobby and came up with the idea that he should be on it with you, Eric. All this comes from the show. But you don't recognize it. But listen, I can't stay on the phone any longer because I do have to take a break.
Your demands are ridiculous.
Your demands are being. Here, I'm going to tear them up right now. Listen to this.
There you go.
There you go. There's the demands. That's how Johnny's father dealt with demands. You need to ask Johnny about demands. He'll tell you.
I don't think my father dealt with them like that. I think he,
Yeah, he never heard
You
from
only
anyone.
wish.
Nobody made demands.
Normally.
But Eric, listen, your choice. You do what you want. I still like you, and I would always take a call from you. But you go back and think about it. I'm not going to force you to do anything.
You didn't even read the third email that Johnny sent in.
The third email.
Too many emails, Eric. I'm not into any
What's
demands.
the third email got to do with anything? Your demands are not met.
What did you say about the third? What is the third email?
The third email was kind of extending upon some of the demands.
Well, they're not even, if it makes them more restrictive, your demands are not met at any level. We don't want your demands.
They don't even like these demands.
Yeah. I don't like these demands, let alone the third level.
You're going to embellish them some more? No, thank you.
Howard, the Robert Mills situation, is that a real situation to put Eric on Take the Money and Run?
Right.
Is that a real legit
He
thing
asked
on
you
the
a
table?
question.
Yeah, I'm saying I believe it is. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I mean,
You haven't been in the discussion?
I'm not in the loop on that, but I know Ralph mentioned something to me yesterday about how he thought it would be cool if Eric the Midget was on with him. And I think he recommended this to Robert Mills. So I know.
Unfortunately, he called you Eric the Midget.
Well, that's who Robert Mills knows, Eric the Midget. You don't know Eric the actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't know that, Eric. Yeah, that's something that you got to,
What am I going to say?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a way to do this. There's a way to do this. What do we do?
He's the boss. Well, listen, Johnny, you've laid it out for him 100 times. Eric,
We're not
It's like I told him, I said, listen to me, you guys. I got a 9-year-old. I got a 2.5-year-old. That's the uncle to his 3-year-old grandson.
Johnny, these demands. Johnny, tell your client
Here we go, upside down.
Johnny, tell your client these demands are ridiculous. I mean, look at this demand. Eric demands to be made a Supreme Court justice if he calls into the show. I mean, that's how.
It's just as viable. It's just as undoable as any of the others. But I would say that, Eric, I would take your demands to some other place.
Yeah, you should go on some other show. They might be willing to put up with this.
Well, Howard, can we negotiate a little bit?
No.
Not on those demands.
So we need all new demands.
Yeah, I think here's what I would suggest, Johnny. Have your client go back and make new demands. and then we'll have a discussion next week.
All right.
All right.
We're going to come up with reasonable new demand.
Yeah, reasonable. Yes, Eric.
I'm still holding a bit of a grudge against Johnny. For a couple of years ago, Johnny Jr. and a friend went down to Miami to be on SmackDown, and I didn't even get invited to it. And I'm a much bigger fan of WWE than Johnny or Johnny Jr.
Well,
we
Eric.
went down there, Eric, to bring choppers down there for the WWE Divas that we were working. That wasn't just a trip. That was a work trip.
Johnny, it works.
Well, you didn't.
Johnny has a chopper business,
You
Eric.
include me.
But we can't negotiate that for you with Johnny.
Johnny, don't you take Eric everywhere with you, even when you're on business?
Whenever he's around here, I do. Howard, listen to me. I go to Toys R Us every day. If he wants to go to Toys R Us, he's more than happy to come to my house, and we'll go to Toys R Us. And whoever's there, I buy toys for. So if he wants toys, he can get toys too.
But when you went down to WWE, it was for your chopper
work.
business.
It was for the chopper. We made a chopper for we made a chopper for McMahon, and they were going to unveil it, and that's why we went there. And it was.
How come you didn't include Eric? How come you don't treat him like your son and bring How come you?
It was. It was in and out.
Right.
I wanted to get there, and I wanted to get back. And as you already know from the French negotiation, that Eric, you just don't get him in and out. See?
Maybe you should. Johnny. Maybe you should breastfeed Eric as well.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I mean, listen.
There's passports. There's oxygen. There's all kinds of things.
Eric, you're forgetting that if Johnny did invite you, you're a massive headache.
Massive headache.
It's not easy.
Massive headache.
You complain about everything.
Howard, you got to play some of them calls where he called me up about the money. And I had like 4 deals on the table that were money. Midget offered him money. Adult Swim offered him money. Shorty offered him money and to get on the show, to call into the show, to promote the show, which he did not want to do, promote.
Eric, you mentioned you mentioned Marty Kleba. I know Marty. Marty took all kind of work when he got his career going.
Right.
He didn't sit there and turn down a cartoon. Johnny,
He didn't sit there and say, I'm not going to be an elf.
Marty Kleba, someone to get that role.
But now that he's away from the show, he's still got a pretty career going.
Marty had
Marty-
a career before we met him.
You're our creation. All right,
This
look,
was like 30 years ago. My grandma used to hang around with that Johnny Paleo, that little guy with the harmonica.
right.
I could have got Eric right in there.
All right, listen, guys, I got to go. Enough of this negotiation. It's not going well. Eric, you've got to rethink your role in show business. You're turning down roles left. Would you play a Nazi in a movie, Eric?
No.
Yeah, why not? You're not really a Nazi.
It's just an act. Yeah, it's an act, Eric.
See, that's why I say you're not an actor. Nobody can call you Eric the actor.
Tom Cruise played a Nazi. He's not. No one thinks he's.
And Brad Pitt did too.
And Brad Pitt played a satanic vampire.
He played a Nazi also. I think that might have even been a Nazi vampire.
Al Pacino played the devil.
No, Eric wouldn't
That's
play
right.
that. Eric, would you have turned down that role, playing the devil?
Yeah.
Oh.
How about a drug dealer? Would you play a drug dealer?
No.
Whoa.
Oh, well, we can't work with you. And under these circumstances, you're not an actor.
Eric, an
Eric,
actor.
if we wanted to do a music video with you to Thriller, to Michael Jackson's Thriller, would you do that?
What do you mean, play a zombie?
No, we actually have him do the Michael Jackson part, or we'll have Jan push him around in a chair so he can dance.
Yeah, but even Michael turns into a zombie in Thriller.
He turns into a werewolf.
Or whatever. Yeah, he turns into something.
Eric, would you play a werewolf?
No.
Well, how many roles do you think there are?
You just want to be.
you?
You just want to be a leading man with the love interest.
Yeah, he wants all the George Clooney parts.
Is that what you're looking for, Eric? The George Clooney part?
Ocean's 14.
Perry wrote his song, I Kissed a Midget and I Liked It. Would you play it in the video? All right, look, guys, I got to go. Johnny, I love you. Eric, I love you.
Hey.
You know, you're great fun.
And
Eric,
if anybody out in Hollywood has a nice role for Eric, let us know.
where he doesn't
Yeah,
play anything
please.
satanic.
Call us.
Right. You know, he won't be a Nazi. He won't be a
Bo
vampire.
Peep. If anybody's doing a remake of Little Bo Peep or any of that,
Eric, would you ever play an alcoholic?
No.
Ah,
oh my God.
what actor in Hollywood hasn't played an alcoholic?
Would you play Casey Anthony in a movie?
He'd have to be Kaylee.
Yeah, well. Would you play a shoplifter?
No.
No.
Why not? A shoplifter. I do that now.
Well, what are you going to play, Eric?
All right, listen. I got to go. I got to go, guys. This
Wait.
is too funny, but I got to go.
Will you let me answer Robin's question?
Yes.
What I would play is the show In Plain Sight that I mentioned before. I would play someone that needs to go into the wet sack because he witnessed someone being murdered.
Oh,
And
you want to be...
he's going to testify.
I see.
let
He
me
just
write
wants
this
to
down.
witness a crime.
All right, so you would go on Mary McCormick's show In Plain Sight and play a guy who witnessed a crime. That's it.
Right.
All right.
And
Well, that's normal.
her team has to, protect me and make sure that I'm able to testify.
We get it. We get it.
But what if, because of the stress of witnessing a crime, you become an alcoholic and worship the devil? Will you play that?
No.
It's a part.
Would you play someone, Eric, who had a debilitating accident, who started taking...
No.
No. Well, why not?
Would you play Mary McCormick's talking baby? All right, Eric, I got to go. I'll look forward to you calling in or not.
I am going to negotiate this, and we're going to get it down.
Okay.
Good luck, because there's a lot of room
All right, yeah.
that you got to cover.
Let us know how it turns out, Johnny. Good luck. Eric, good luck. Thank you.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Howard,
Yeah.
Howard, can I plug something real
Sure.
quick?
Go ahead, Johnny.
AMCTV.com. You can see all the things from Mob Week that we did last week on television. And also, look for September 2nd, we're doing the same Valentine's Day Massacre on National Geographic. And it's really, really great.
Eric, is there something you would like to plug?
All I would like to say is that hopefully this weekend, Johnny will have me come down for his birthday and also go to the SummerSlam WWE pay-per-view.
All
I
right.
thought you wanted to go to Scores.
Oh, yeah, Scores, too.
Yeah, so Gino at Scores says that if Eric comes, he's carte blanche. And, boy, you sure don't get that without the Stern Show, buddy.
Right. All right. Thank you, guys, and good luck. Right. Bye-bye.
You got it.
Right. Bye.
Good luck, Johnny.
Good to speak to you guys. All right, thank you. Good luck. Good luck dealing with Eric. And Eric, good luck dealing with Johnny. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
We're the best demands ever.
Yeah. I read through his demands last night. I almost fell off my chair.
Eric, the retarded whackpacker. Eric, the complaining whackpacker.
It was basically take away anything fun about my appearances on the show
Right.
Eric,
and then
the
give me a lot of
stupid
stuff.
bitch.
That's pretty much it. All right. We'll be back right after this.
Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Hi. You know, I'm an amazing guy, Eric. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
No matter how much abuse you heap on me, I continue to help you. And I don't even know why. Why should I? You know, it's funny. When you were on the air the other day and you were insulting me by saying, oh, you're some radio host and you're something. In 8 years, you've only got me 2 acting jobs, which I think is an amazingly nice thing I've done for you.
For a guy who doesn't act.
And you continually tell me how I'm a... But all of a sudden I get a call. You say on the air, gee, I wish I could be in Mary McCormick's show in plain sight. Next thing I know, John Strauss is on the phone saying, oh, I'll write Eric in.
Well, basically what he said to you was not, I wish I could. It was like, you should be getting me on that show.
Who else in your life gets you anything but me? You're not even the least bit nice to me.
Well, it's funny you use the word abusing you.
Yes, you're abusive.
I don't get that on my end.
That's true.
From you and your fans.
Again, we can't take responsibility for what audience members or listeners write, Eric.
And Robin, get it right. I am an actor. I've been acting for 8 years on this show.
Acting what?
My real personality is nothing like what you are hearing now.
Oh, come on. Eric, this is so you. It's not acting. Besides, Eric, how are you? Oh, John, hi. Hold on 1 second here. I'm in the middle of a discussion with Eric before I let him on the phone with you.
We're arguing with Eric.
We're in the middle of an argument with Eric. Eric, how are you an actor? I say to you the other day, would you play a bad guy? And you're like, no.
Yeah, you won't be a drug addict. You won't be a criminal.
Hey, John, what kind of role do you have in mind for Eric? Not that I'm allowing this to happen yet, because Eric owes me an apology.
Well, we're a few months away from actually shooting. We just started up again with our writing staff, so we're talking about different story areas.
So this would be the time.
This would be the time. You know, I really just I had heard the list of demands last week and thought, I called Mary and, we discussed it and thought, well, maybe we could make some arrangements to Eric to have you on for...
Yeah, but did you hear he won't even play? Hey, listen to this. Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Would you ever play a stalker?
No, because I've been accused of that in real life, and I haven't.
All right, so you don't understand that no one would think you were a stalker. It's a character you play. But
I've already been called a stalker by
but
you
so what?
and the show.
What?
All right, let me ask you this. Would you play a person who...
As much as I love dogs, I'd have to say no to that.
Okay. Would you play a crystal meth addict who watches Kitty?
Probably not.
Mm-hmm. Would you play a little person who hides in a diaper hamper at a daycare center? Because you get off on looking at little children.
Again, probably not.
Would you play a member of Al-Qaeda?
No, I don't think that it would even fit.
What do you mean it wouldn't fit? We put you in a turban, you're a little sheikh.
Right. Would you, the world's smallest Al-Qaeda member, you will not play that?
No.
Would you play a United States Senator who gets caught blowing a Spanish gardener?
No, I would not.
There you go.
He won't play anything.
I mean, this was John's list. Would you play a gynecologist who takes pictures of Mary McCormick's and then puts it on the internet and is accused of being unethical? Because that's a major thing they're thinking about.
I don't think so.
Well, then you don't get a part.
John, would you play... Eric, would you play Mary McCormick's...
I don't think so. I mean...
Would you play a person who doesn't recycle? Who's like the law is you have to recycle, but you will not recycle.
I'll go with that.
You would play that.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a big leap.
John Strauss,
right.
Are there any parts where it's a guy who doesn't want to recycle despite the laws?
And he has to go into witness protection.
Wow. Right.
We have a large staff of very talented writers. I think we'll have to get to work on that.
What are you thinking? Like what I've seen the show. What could Eric play on the show? I assume it would be a one shot. Yeah.
By the way, a little aside, when I was talking to Howard about coming to Washington, D.C., the first thing he mentioned about you, he says, she has really, really big breasts.
That's a lie.
He did not.
That is such a fucking
As a matter
lie.
of fact, I'm going, how big could they be? And when I walked in, I go,
That is such a lie.
he wasn't fucking lying. They really are big.
You're lying.
Is that true?
Of course not. Why did you lie? You
Making
never
a
lied
joke.
before. Joke. That's not funny.
I'm sorry.
It's sexist.
I know.
You know I'm a
That's why it's
champion
fun.
of all women. Listen, I didn't look at you that way with the breasts. I'm not a breast man.
But I am, and they are impressive.
Of course, but I would never introduce you to Robin that way.
No. But
What did he
They
say?
did catch my eye.
I don't
What
think I
did
said
he
anything.
say?
I said to Fred, do you
Nah,
want to come
she said
to...
you were a great person.
I
and
said, we
lot
got
of
a good
fun.
thing going here. Why don't
Right.
you join us?
That's really what it was.
I mean, who the hell knows what I exactly said? It didn't take much coaxing to get Fred.
It's not like my mind is a black box that I remember all these details.
But it wasn't like Fred was, silver lining, a silver cup, and he was hard to get out of.
No, he was in a miserable
situation.
Absolutely.
No.
Like most people in radio.
Yeah, he was in a bad situation. He was working at Wacky 105 or whatever it is.
102.
102. Wacky 102 in Springfield, Mass.
They had just changed formats from top 40 to album-oriented rock, and I got there and realized what a huge mistake I had made.
Who was the program director?
Believe it or not, it was Mike Adams.
I don't know who that is.
He was a guy who was one of your replacements. I don't know if he was the direct replacement after you left CCC or one of the guys after that, but he left there and went to Springfield to become the program director.
Oh, wow.
He's a funny guy, but I don't know if he had the mind to be a program director.
Right. No, the guy who replaced me was, what was the Hop-Along Paul? What was
Hop
it?
Along
Payton.
Paul.
I don't
Country Paul Payton.
I don't think he did mornings, did he?
He was a
did
rock guy,
middays.
but he was Country Paul Payton. I don't even know what the hell that was about. He was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
He was like more professional than all of us. Country Paul Payton. Wonder what happened to him. So many guys in radio. The landscape of radio is littered with
And
DJs.
he was one of those guys that went off on vacation, and they fired him while he was in Virginia.
Why'd they
That's why
fire
you
him?
never leave.
I guess the ratings weren't that good. See, he came in at a time when like all that Burkhart Abrams stuff started really becoming popular, and they were doing research on music, and HCN was kicking our ass, and he was more old school AOR, like, hey, you know what? Pull some interesting stuff and play it. Unfortunately, the ratings didn't reflect that passion he had.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, he was great.
But, yeah, I got out of Hartford in tears.
In tears.
Yeah, I used to cry. I got so annoyed I was still on Hartford radio that I got on my knees. I told you I prayed to God to get me the hell out of here. I hated it.
And God answered your prayers and put you in Detroit?
It's just I couldn't get any money, and I was working my balls off, and, I knew this station wasn't going anywhere, and I just knew it was bad. Yeah, and God put me in Detroit. Well, what happened was Dwight Douglas was supposed to put me in Columbus, Ohio, where there was a great station run by this guy, Tom Tuber, where he had a morning show that was huge. They had a 31 share.
Wow.
And they needed a replacement for these guys. They were negotiating with them. It wasn't going well. And they contacted me and said, hey, why don't you do it? I said, fucking Ohio, wherever the hell that is. I said, that doesn't sound like a step up. They go, no, it's a big step up. You work for that station. You're in a big step up. They pay and everything. Like, you can make like 40 grand.
Ohio had some good radio.
I guess so.
Yeah.
What did I know? So I said, okay. And then I got word that they successfully got this team.
And so you were out.
Yeah, so I saw this ad in the in Billboard. It said www Detroit. And I looked it up. Detroit's like the number 8 market in the world. Is looking for a morning show or morning man. And I went, wow. How come these fuckers from Burkhart Abrams, Dwight
Don't
Douglas,
know about that. Why
didn't
aren't
say
they
anything?
putting you in for that?
So I sent the tape immediately to the ad. Within one day, the general manager, Wally Clark, heard my tape, and the program director, Dick Hungate, flew in to Hartford on a fucking plane, no less.
Well, I knew they didn't fly in by their own power.
Told me to meet them at a hotel for dinner. No one ever
That's
took me to
impressive,
dinner. Yeah,
right?
wow, like for a nice dinner that they were going to pay for. And they sat there and they did that move where they go, if you come to Detroit, we offer you this. And Wally wrote down on a napkin what I was going to get. And he slid it. He folded
Across
it in
the
half. And
table.
he slid it across. And I opened it up and fell off my fucking chair. I thought they made a mistake. It said 28 on it. I went, $28,000 fucking dollars. I'll never have to work again. I was out of my mind with joy. So I tried to keep a straight face because I said, surely these guys don't know what they're doing.
Surely.
I mean, $28,000.
Don't call me Shirley.
Meanwhile, they should have paid me triple that for the combat pay. So I looked at it and I said, well, I have to sleep on it. And then I went, fuck that. I go, all right, I'll do it.
Power nap.
I didn't even tell my wife at the time that
You accepted a job?
I didn't tell her. I didn't say anything. I never expect anything to happen. But I accepted the job. Listen, I can't fool around. What if they gave it to someone else? I couldn't believe my good fortune.
The iron is hot.
So at what point did you get Dawn as your agent?
Well,
oh God, that's a long time.
So then
before then,
I never heard of an agent. Nobody had an agent in radio, so I didn't even know about that. So I said, $28,000. Gee, do you think I jumped too quick? You know, I called my father. So I went home. Told my wife, I said, you're not going to believe it. I just got a job in Detroit. She was like, what? I just got a job here. I go, but she knew I had to go.
Yeah.
And so I packed up my bags. Oh, I gave notice in Hartford. It was so great. I mean, I was like, I'm leaving Cy. This guy, Cy Dresner, on the station. He was paying me $12,000 a year. I asked him for a $25 raise. I was doing really well for them. I did the news. I was the production guy. I was the morning guy. I was everything. He told me how to get back to me. That's when I started crying. And I said, I got to get out of here. Someone's got to save me. So anyway, then I got a call from Dwight Douglas. I go, Dwight, this is great. It's a Burkhardt Abrams station. I'm working with you. He goes, you took that job? I go, what do you mean? He goes, you never should have taken that job. We have our eye on you. We told you we wanted you in Ohio. I go, yeah, but this is Detroit. He goes, that station's a fucking turkey.
Oh no!
I go, you're kidding me. I go, but it's it's your station. He goes, there's 4 rock stations in Detroit. They're number 4, dead last. They're not putting any money into the fucking thing. It's basically. It's a no-win situation. You just fucked yourself. He didn't say it like that. He doesn't curse.
No, but
basically,
he let you know.
He boiled it down saying it was a huge mistake. Yeah. I didn't care. I wasn't going to listen to him. I had a job, and I was out.
You needed to get out of there.
Yeah. So I called my dad, discussed it with him, and I said, gee, I got 28, and he goes, 28, he says, it sounds like you could have gotten 30. Did you ask him for a little bit more? That's what you usually do. I said, really? And I found out that Doc of Rock was making $30,000. He was the big star there, Doc of Rock.
And he was afternoons?
He was nights.
Nights.
Evidently, he was the big deal, $30,000. So I called Wally up, and I said, hey, Mr. Clark, I've been thinking about your offer, and I was very generous, but I can't believe I did this. I said, I really think it would be, I need $30,000 because I don't have enough money to move. He goes, okay. I was Wally. Okay, he knew. He's got a morning man for $30,000.
He expected you to come back.
Right. He was thought I was a schlub, I think. So he goes, sure, fine. Come on down and join us. I went down there. That was a real nightmare. A couple of months later, Wally takes me in a room and goes, I'm getting out of here. I go, Wally, what do you mean you're getting out of here? You're the reason I'm here. He goes, nah, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to St. Louis. I got a good job over there.
Wow.
Yeah, he says, I'm moving. I said, before you move, can you give me $50,000? Because I don't think I'm long for this place. He goes, sure.
He did that?
Give me $20,000 raise.
Wow.
Says, you're doing a good job. He goes, what do I care? You're the
cool.
next.
I'm out the door.
Yeah, you're the next guy's problem. I said, listen, for my troubles, give me some money. I'm fucking broke here. I couldn't even afford a car, and I'm in Detroit.
Ugh, you need a car in Detroit.
Yeah, I didn't understand you could take out a loan.
You need a tank in Detroit.
Oh, that's right. You used to buy cash.
I had saved $8,000 total.
Yeah.
I handed over $8,000 for my ex car, which turned out to have faulty brakes. My wife did a spin of 360 in the car on the highway. It was great. I mean, we were both like, wow, we bought a great car. $8,000 our entire life savings. The fucking thing sucks.
Every time you took us somewhere in that car, you told us that story.
Yeah, it was weird.
Why are you inviting us in?
Remember, I couldn't wait to get rid of that car. And I mean, when it rained, it hydroplaned. It did everything. It was the shittiest thing. The X car was supposed to be the future of GM.
Right.
I remember when I got rid of that thing, I was just going to junk it. My brother-in-law, Pete, said to me, hey, I'll take that car. He had no car either. I said, it's an X car. It did a complete spin 360 when you hit the brakes. He goes, I don't care. It sounds like fun. I'll take it.
I'll be able to handle it.
He took it. He was fine with it. He used it for years. I don't know. He's a little more daring than I am. But then it was off to, then Detroit just fell apart. It was horrible. One program director after another. Then
You weren't there that long. They changed program directors that often.
2 times at least.
Wow.
Yeah. This guy Dick left, the guy who hired me, and then they brought in Frank Holler. Frank was always doubled over because he had kidney stones. He was always on the floor, doubled over. Nice guy. I really liked him.
But he was always in pain.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to all these guys.
I know.
I don't even know. And then it was a whole bunch of characters. It was crazy. The jocks were all insane. Most of them were high as a kite. None of them wanted to really work hard.
No, everybody thought radio was a joke and that it was a playground.
Yeah. I worked with some guy, Wild Bill, the Doc of Rock, and this chick Liz, and I don't know what happened to all of them.
The Doc of Rock, even, you don't know.
Day I showed up in Detroit, I was hired, and another guy was hired for to be music director. This guy, Les. He had, like, no teeth. I was like, where the fuck? He goes, hey, y'all, you're a new guy here, too, aren't you? Oh, hey, I'm Lex.
And he didn't feel bad about having no teeth.
He didn't give a fuck. He was a radio guy. He says, you know what, man? This is my what did he say? This is my 29th station in 7 years.
Wow.
I go, oh, I'm so sorry. He goes, sorry, I'm working my way up. I'm in Detroit. I thought I was a loser because I'd only been at a few radio stations. These fucking guys, they wore it like a badge of honor. They knew every radio guy. They knew everything. I was a piker.
Yeah, they were almost like traveling salesmen. They were always ready to move.
We had a night guy who was addicted to cough syrup, and he would just be going through. I'd walk in sometimes in the morning, and he'd be drinking so much cough syrup, him and his girlfriend.
His girlfriend would be at the station?
She was too, yeah. Yeah. Something like that. One of the guys was addicted to cough syrup. I don't think the girlfriend was. He was. I don't know what happened. And her name was like Titties or something like that. Like, she didn't even have her normal name. Her name was Titties. Something like that. I don't remember. It was wild. But he said he wasn't addicted to it. He just said he needed it.
He just liked it.
He liked it. But I didn't know what was going on. It was all kind of scary, quite frankly. And then I didn't know anything about Detroit. Then I tried to be local, so I made bits about the mayor, Mayor Coleman Young. They had a black mayor. And so I'd make up bits that ridiculed him. I didn't even know who he was. I just figured, well, I'll ridicule him.
He's somebody everybody knows.
Yeah.
A disaster, though.
It was a disaster. I had to, like, when I take phone calls from the audience, I had to tape them during the records. And there was no, I didn't have an engineer. And I'm taping and looking at the record. The record's running out in the middle of a conversation with someone. Then I got to edit the conversation. Oh, my God. It was in way over my head, I think. I hated it. It was awful. An exciting show today. At what point during the show today, Robin, would you like me to announce my future plans?
Whoa. Oh.
What?
That's right.
Well, I think I want it right now.
You want? Can you isolate her saying, I want it right now?
I'm sure that's already been done. 4 inches is fine. I need a cut.
Add it to the repertoire.
And I want it right now. Big, pendulous breasts. Hey, you want me to lick your ass? And I never said that one. Fuck my tight little pussy.
If you want it right now,
Okay, now you can do me.
Let's hear
We
it.
should announce it every hour on the hour.
it's hard for me to say this looking you in the eye, Robin.
Uh-oh.
And it's hard for me
Where
to.
are you looking?
Oh, it's hard.
I'm looking just off into the distance.
Uh-oh.
This is not going to be easy to say.
Ew.
And this all went down yesterday. And I know some of the guys were speculating that today I would have an announcement because they saw Richard Bosch, who is one of your agents as well as mine. Mm-hmm. And Richard was here yesterday, and there was a lot of dialogue between myself and Mel about what was going to happen in the future. And Mel, as I said, has been nothing but wonderful and fantastic to me, and very understanding of my situation. And I told Mel that I wasn't sure I wanted to continue working, that I had thoughts about retiring, going out on top. I feel we've done an amazing thing here at Sirius, and when history looks back on us, that it will say we gave birth to a new form of radio, that we pulled off a merger, I mean all of us. And believe me, Robin, I went into every discussion with Mel thinking of you and thinking of Fred, especially because of our long-standing relationship. And I would have called you last night to discuss this with you, but I thought in the interest of good radio, which we've always put first, that I would say this on the air. So forgive me for not saying this privately.
Oh, jeez.
So that's why it's hard to look at you, because this isn't going to be easy to say. And I certainly couldn't look the fans in the eye and say it, because this is going to be emotional, and I've never cried on the air. Maybe this will be it. But I've been feeling recently that I wanted to continue working. And I had come to the conclusion that I wanted to continue working. And I told this to Mel, and Mel was very understanding of that, and we began to talk and talk and talk. And as of yesterday, we had come to an agreement. And I was about to sign it. That's why Richard was here. Don, our agent, is in Paris. He couldn't be here. He had talked to Mel for a long time. And quite frankly, I'd been in negotiations with a lot of companies, not just Sirius. But in the end, I said, okay, where would be the best place for me? I was thinking of myself and, quite frankly, our crew. And I love this crew, and I love the people we work with and all of that. But I had a last-minute trepidation. And I got nervous, and I started to think about my future and where I'm at as a 56-year-old guy. And I began to just realize that, you're going to make fun of me for this, but I love chess, and I love Beth, and like maybe the rest of my years, I really would be better off going off into the sunset. I've also been talking to Boston University recently about becoming a professor there. And
Really?
Yeah. And so I decided with a lot of heavy heart to turn Mel down and go off into the sunset. Now, when I make my announcement, that could be the announcement.
You're an asshole. I said, wait a minute. He's saying this, and he's not torn up.
I'm not saying it isn't my announcement. I'm just saying that could be the announcement.
You rascal, you.
Do you see what we deal with every day?
Musculature.
Yeah, just distract George with musculature.
He has a muscular imagination.
So now, Professor Stern.
I have an announcement to make. What do you think my announcement's going to be, Robin? Do you think I'm staying here? Do you think I'm leaving? And by the way, there has been a lot of discussion. I told you I've been working on this thing nonstop. There is a part of me that might say I'm leaving. There is a part of me that has a deal, and I'm ready to announce it. What would you like to have happen, and what do you think the announcement should be?
Wait a minute. What
and
was
why
the question?
did you have?
Your questions are now so convoluted, I can't keep up.
You can't get your shit together. Because this is our future we're talking about.
That's
so you're
right.
obviously
That's
fogged
right.
up. Probably the same reason you haven't RSVP'd my Christmas. Listen, even George was talking to me about it this
Wait
morning.
a minute. These are off-the-air discussions?
Well, hey, let me say something. I made a party.
Yes.
Everyone is RSVP'd but you.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah. There's like 3 other people. I think Jackie Martling being one of them, which, he can gay cock enough. And listen, George even said on the wrap-up show yesterday, it's rude.
It is rude.
For you not to do that. Why do you think psychologically you do
No,
it?
it's not a psychological thing.
Well, there's something up.
Okay, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
You have an announcement to make.
Right.
And
what is your announcement on my party? Are you coming or not? And are you going to RSVP? I want you to.
Once you announced the date for your party,
right.
I already had plans.
Oh, so you're not coming?
And I've been trying to change them so that I could be there.
So?
But that has become
difficult.
What do you think is the answer?
The answer is you're not coming.
That's what you think my announcement is?
Yes.
You've learned how to play the suspense thing, haven't you?
By the way, Fred has to...
that could be.
Fred has to move his bowels, but he doesn't know for sure, and he's going to make an announcement. Are you becoming a professor, too?
That could be my announcement.
Professor Feces.
Listen to me. RSVP.
Well, up until yesterday, I was still trying to change things. Now, was I able to change things?
I don't know. I would assume you were.
You deduce.
I'll say you were because you love to party with the staff.
I love the staff, and I love to party with the staff.
Right.
And I would move heaven and earth to be with the staff.
Yeah.
You're keeping us on pins and needles yet.
We can't wait. We can't wait for your answer.
There's a bigger question on the table.
Right. But do me a favor, RSVP either way. All right?
Well, I was going to call you because I didn't want to not.
No. If you can't go, I understand. But believe me, I can't imagine what it is that's keeping you from it.
No, my travel plans.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. You should be there.
I want to be there in the worst way, but I had already arranged for travel.
Oh, I see.
And this is an extended trip, and it's a long way away.
Where are you going? Let me know.
Thailand.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Well, that comes first. Listen, I'm throwing a party for the staff to show appreciation. I certainly understand if you can't be there, but you should. I understand now. You were trying to move the reservations.
Yes, I was trying to make it possible.
I wanted to bust your balls, but that's a reasonable answer. So, fuck it. Well, anyway, I do have an announcement. I don't know if I should make it now. Should I wait? Should I pull in some staff? I know Lisa G is...
Oh, there are people in...
Pins and needles.
Yeah, Lisa G, Will Murray.
Now, there are a lot of people who I think are expecting one sort of announcement and are going to be a little shocked.
Really?
And I also, when I make this announcement, I don't know what Sirius is comfortable with me saying, so I'm going to be very careful in making this announcement. All right. I don't want...
Sounds weird, too.
Yeah, well, it is all weird. It's all very weird. Yes, Dominic?
You're going to announce a hybrid type of deal with your thing.
A hybrid type of deal?
Yeah, something that's a little different than the past. But there's no way that he's going to tell everyone he's leaving with them looking at them because he worries about you people as much as he worries about himself. I bet it's a hybrid type of something, maybe less days, different days, more time, different, but he's not leaving.
But not leaving Sirius?
No, he's not.
Well, hold on to your hat. I'll make the announcement then.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Tell me alone.
Yeah, right. I'll let you, Dominic, I'll let you go.
Leave me on.
By the way, I was at your favorite Italian restaurant yesterday.
Il Molino?
Yeah, I thought I'd run into you. No, it's, what's the one on Long Island called?
I'm having a mental block. I'm so nervous.
Not Il Molino.
25 years, I'm nervous.
Mateo's.
Yeah.
You still go there?
Yeah, of course.
Delicious food.
Come on.
Fuck off.
25 years.
How come all of a sudden you're calling in? I mean, you've been gone for months.
You've been gone for months and months and months.
My brother passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Your brother? I didn't even know you had a brother.
Yep.
You never mentioned you had a brother.
Yes, he died 2.5 months ago. Come on, let's get to it.
No, he what?
He died 2.5 months ago.
But Dominic, you've never told me you had a brother.
Well, so I tell you a lot of things.
Well, now he doesn't have a brother.
His name was Gummo.
Oh, good, because now I don't feel the loss. Because I never knew he had one. You were not close with the guy, obviously.
And he died very young. I don't want to talk about it. Come on.
But wait a second. You were not close with him, right?
I was close to my brother. Sure.
You were? How could you never even bring him around or mention him?
Well, he's a very private person, a very wonderful person, a much better person than I am. Come on, get to the bottom.
Do you have sisters?
Yes, I have a sister who was a lawyer. Beautiful, wonderful girl. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Around?
The sister I know.
So we'll talk about it another time. Get to it.
But the brother,
nobody
no
knew.
mention.
Yeah, in Texas.
Wow.
Wow.
Down there.
Full brother or half brother?
Full brother. What do you think? Oh, that's right. You're right. You do know something.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Why did he die? Can I ask?
He had a heart attack at 54.
No kidding. Was he heavy?
He was thin, heavy.
Right. Like you.
Yeah.
Who else do we know like that?
Yeah, I know.
All right, then. Was he a smoker?
No. Not at all. He's a wonderful person.
Well, I'm sorry
Much
to
better
hear
than
that.
I, thank you.
You mean there's somebody better than you?
It wouldn't be hard to be better than Dominic.
I mean, he keeps going much better than I. We all know everyone's better than Dominic.
Well, I mean,
who's not better than you?
When I say better, I mean better than compared to two of us. I know everyone's better. Will you please tell us?
I'm gonna
25 years of my life.
All right, Dominic, sit by your radio. I will.
No, I'll stay on.
No, because I have a lot to get to, and I have a lot of people to pull in here and talk to about this.
All right. You could leave me on, but hurt me again. Goodbye.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I was hoping to actually see Dominic yesterday at the Italian restaurant. I haven't seen him in a long time.
In a while either.
I haven't been invited to the office party.
Well,
I had
of
to
course
get
not.
I know how to get my own tickets for Monday night. That's all right.
How'd you do that?
How'd you get tickets?
Where are you?
I'm going by boat. No, come on.
You got in
We'll
Monday
see
night?
you Monday?
Yeah, give me the boat.
Am I going to see you as fat or thin?
Medium, unfortunately.
Yeah. Who are you seeing these days? You got a girlfriend?
I'm not talking about anything about girls. I'll get off the phone. Goodbye.
No, you're bringing a
Goodbye.
girl. Are you bringing a girl to the...
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Lady friend.
Goodbye.
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 Got rid of him. I only asked him about women. Wow. Well, we'll talk to him again in a year.
Yeah.
All right. Let me make my announcement. Who wants to be here for this? Should we have Gary in here?
Definitely.
Although,
Does
wait-
Gary know that there's an
No.
announcement to be made?
No. I haven't
John
talked to
Hine?
anyone. No one knows except for, like, our agent.
Okay.
You know.
That was a dick move, by the way.
What was the dick move?
You know, saying you're riding off into the sunset.
Or did you get freaked?
Yeah.
I should have let it go a little longer.
Well, I sort of had a feeling that maybe that.
Right.
Listen to his voice.
I know. It's dumb.
Well, that's why I wanted him in. What's going on with you? 2 days your voice is like
yeah, I
this.
know. I lost my voice.
You know why, don't you?
Well,
What do you think? Why do you think
because
you
I'm
look?
doing too much stuff.
Yeah. Are you?
Well, yeah, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think the McCartney concert on Monday is going to go past 11 o'clock?
Yes.
You do?
I've seen him before.
See, my daughter's not going to let me out early because she loves
wants
McCartney.
to see the whole thing. And
It's going to be
Yeah.
3+ hours.
Oh,
It
you're
starts at
kidding.
8.
Hey, can't they start it at 6? Can they move the time?
call Sir Paul and say Howard needs you to start at 6.
Lisa G, I hear, is on Spilkes. What's going on?
Even like the other day, we were somewhere, and I mentioned something about, resigning, and she just went, like if you bring it up, she just gets upset.
You know who's really on his Facebook? Mike Morales. He's
really?
He's like ready to hang himself.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm very stressed out about it, especially this week. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It all. Sort
It
of,
hit you this week.
Lisa, you look like you saw a ghost. What's going on with you, Lisa? I feel like you're cracking up. I mean, really, what is going on with you? Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just coming. Do I look that white?
Yeah,
Yes.
you look like you saw a ghost. Am I right, George? Look at her.
She does. Yes, you do, Lisa.
Yeah.
What the heck happened?
Well, I'd like to see the promised land, so come on, let's get on with it.
It's
Who's
excruciating.
most nervous about my situation?
I think everybody is.
But I think Will Murray is particularly.
Will was on the
concerned.
wrap-up show, and he had a lot of concerns. I think John is concerned, but he doesn't want to. Nobody's really saying, "Oh my God, I'm freaking out," except for Lisa.
And maybe Scott the engineer.
I would think he would be.
I think he should be freaking out in general, whether I have a deal or not. I mean, his life is something to freak out over, to be quite honest. What's the matter, Lisa? You look like you're going to break into tears. What's happening?
Standing back.
No, I hope you stay. I think you're happy here. I know we're all happy here.
Yeah. Well, okay. Time for the announcement.
You're not going to have anybody else in?
Who else should we have in?
I say Will and Scott.
Scott for sure.
Scott.
But
I'm
he
not
doesn't
looking
he
at
doesn't
him.
react to anything.
Yeah, he's a wall. He's like wallpaper. Why
Okay,
would
so
I?
you're not staying. All right, okay.
You're leaving? Okay, come
Can
on.
I go now?
Of course.
I'll go see my wife.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
look, it's
staying?
all
Oh, that's
bad.
great. All right, okay.
I'll go stay home and bowl all day. No, I don't
Ronnie
wanna-
doesn't care?
Nah, I don't know. Ronnie.
Hey.
Well, quite frankly, Ronnie knows if I'm leaving that I'm still going to need the car.
Right.
So he's with me.
Yeah.
Where's Will?
Oh, Richard.
Richard is are you worried?
I just want to come in and be naked while you make the announcement. Can I get undressed?
I want to blow George.
That was really creepy yesterday.
He's so excited that George said he was going to add him to his reel of people he thinks about when he masturbates.
I'm honored by that.
Why do you need George's approval over your body so badly?
It just, I mean, it.
You don't know you're gay yet? You don't know that
I'm
you have
not.
gay tendencies?
If Robin said she would masturbate to me, then that would be an honor as well. Anybody.
No, but you wanted to show me your asshole and your
Yeah,
penis and you're rubbing
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
All right, you can leave because it's hard to make this announcement to you, especially.
I can get
Because I know
naked if
you
you
do
want.
it.
Looking at a warehouse.
Right.
I can't
Because
take my clothes
This
off.
is going to be a moment in history, actually.
I'd like to be a part of it, though, if that's okay.
I don't think I want you a part of it. You know
History
what
wasn't meant for you.
I mean? Yeah. Somehow you shouldn't be in history. I say that this is a historical moment because I really do think we've had... Oh, Scott the engineer is here.
Hi.
I don't want you in here. I can't
yeah.
fucking stand when you stare at me.
Sure.
It unmotivates me.
I think that maybe it unmotivates you.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll leave.
What's going on with you?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm fine.
Are you freaking out if I'm leaving?
I'm not freaking out.
Okay.
I was concerned. Obviously, I love working here. I love working with everybody, and I want to continue.
By the way, if I get a deal here or I get a deal somewhere else, doesn't mean you're coming. You know that.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Well,
right.
just let me know.
Yeah, let's be clear
I'll
on
deal
this.
with it.
Not everyone's coming to the promised land if I'm going somewhere.
I mean, I've been out of work before. I'm confident in my abilities. If I have to look for a job, I'll look for a job. What else am I going to do?
Good luck.
Really. I'll just,
no, of course.
Wouldn't you give him a recommendation?
Yeah, at least.
Probably not.
Oh.
No, you're a very talented engineer, and wherever I go, I would take you with me if I do go somewhere. All right, thank you. All right, look.
I'll leave.
All right, here is the announcement, and I won't drag this out any more than I should. All right, so...
You've already dragged it out more than you should.
Of course. What else do we have today? After this announcement.
Guests?
No guests. Looking at George all morning. Got to hear his endless bathhouse stories. You see, there was a muscular man...
There
and
was
I
this
walked
actor in the 60s
and
whose name I shall not reveal.
I saw the glint of recognition in his eye, and I walked out of the room. I went down the hall and found another.
All right,
You know what? Yesterday, I'm listening to the wrap-up show,
right.
And George says, if you're talking to a guy and you drop a few lines and he picks them up, and then you mention a bar,
yes.
And then if your hand falls into his lap and he puts his hand in your lap,
and his cock just happens to fall into your mouth.
Of course.
No. You think Richard gets naked here?
What is it, Mike?
Mike, get Scott out of there. He's bad luck.
Yeah, I got him out. Don't worry.
Out of there.
Don't worry, he's out.
Then we're doomed.
Okay. Thanks, Howard.
All right. So, okay, here's the announcement. Here's what I have on the table. And
have you made a deal? I mean, have you signed something? Are you? Is this the end?
Yes. Yes.
The negotiation period.
I'm not saying I signed anything, but this is the end. This is the final decision, if that's what you're asking.
All right.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I want Lisa. Lisa looks like she's going to cry.
I know. You may want to sit down, Lisa.
Yeah. You might want to sit down.
So does Gary.
Yeah. Gary's
leaning in.
No, Gary, you stand. Lisa, sit down. Fred, I want you in a squat.
Okay. Here we go. I'm ready.
What, is he delivering?
I'm ready to jump.
Oh, Laura Lackner just told me that Jackie RSVP'd, so you're the only person, Robin, who did not.
All right.
Okay.
I like that distinction.
More bad news.
Well, George, it's rude, right?
It's quite impolite.
Right. Thank you.
You're right, George.
Well, he is right.
But I told you what my situation was.
All right, I accept that.
That's understandable.
What do you think of that, Gary? Should I let Robin off the hook with that explanation, or do you think it's still rude?
I think that she could have sent you a note saying, I need to move some things around. Let me get back to you.
All right. I agree with Gary.
All right.
All right.
I'll talk to Gary next time when I have this problem.
I think it shows not an outward sign of hostility, but a little hostility.
Here we go with the hostility.
Yes. There's a little hostility you need to work out. Oh, my.
So, what is the word?
All right, here we go. I'm going to put Robin's hostility aside. You think it shows Robin has hostility?
No.
Lisa G? No. All right, you're smart. Good answer.
It's not hostility, it's narcissism.
Is it narcissism?
Oh, yeah, 'cause
she's thinking of herself.
Right.
I was thinking of all of you.
How would we know?
And worried about my inability to be there. I was working very hard.
Oh, by the way, we found a doctor to give us that mental illness test. Me, you, Fred, Ronnie, and...
I think that's it.
I thought there was one more person.
You three and Ronnie.
Oh, okay.
Well,
it's a half-hour test.
I don't know that we need to take it. If I'm going to be unemployed, I don't want people to be worried about my mental illness.
Well, we kind of might need a cliffhanger.
Oh, and Benji.
And Benji.
And
too.
Langford.
And Langford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I was thinking cliffhanger.
I see.
Like when we left terrestrial radio.
Yes. Yeah, that worked out
Well, that would
for
say
me,
that
too.
we're coming back somewhere then.
What?
If you're doing a cliffhanger, it means we're coming back somewhere.
Well, you suggested to me we should have a cliffhanger.
Right.
When you were trying to feel out if I had a deal or not. All right, here we go.
So
All
this will be maybe a
Without
cliffhanger
further
that's
ado,
never answered.
here is the announcement.
All right.
Okay. So I'll give you some background. At the
At the NABs in 19...
right.
When I was 8 years old,
They called it a coffee machine. They didn't have a coffee machine. They just called it coffee.
They called it a coffee maker.
oh, you
Well-
had to put it on the stove.
All right. What is it, Bill? Go ahead. Bill, yes.
Oh, you're fucking killing me, Howard.
All right.
I'm going to run my head right into a fucking wall. Will you announce it?
All right. I will make the announcement now.
Keep me on so I can be happy or upset.
Let me sign off with you, Bill, because it will be distracting to know you're there.
All right, brother.
All right. I want to say this the right way so nobody, at least everyone understands my decision. Okay. So. This is not an easy explanation. Okay.
All right.
Because I happen to think I know something about radio. And I'm not sure I really do, but I think I do.
Well, we've been going on that premise for a long time that you know something.
And my confidence in myself hasn't been shaken at all. I think I know what I'm talking about here. And I just want to say before I make this announcement that I love this company. They're very nice people. This is not meant to knock anybody, okay? And I think this has been a tremendous 5 years. I first want to say this. What we have done here is remarkable. You know, we really have. And I have to stress this again. 600,000 listeners when we got here. And quite frankly, when I met with management, they said that, listen, they were getting their asses pounded by XM. And so here, in a short span of time, 5 years, all of us can take a bow. We have 4 more shows after today left. And we can take a bow and say, job well done. Our listeners and fans, number one, came with us. Number two, I think what we pulled off, leaving terrestrial radio the way we did, coming here, the excitement. I don't think there's another group of people that could have pulled this thing off. I don't. I do not think so. I don't think there's anybody in radio who could have done it. I think our team has been phenomenal and everyone's done a great job. And I also want to say that all of the guys who work on this show, from Robin, Fred, Benji, George, Gary, Lisa, who's sitting here, Sal and Richard, all the guys, Jason and Will. I'm not going to go through. I love that guy.
Yeah.
You want to know, in making this decision, JD was one of my main concerns. I don't know why, but I look at that guy, and it's a tough, really, what ate away at my heart, I have a strong desire to leave the business. I've always said, by the time I'm, a certain age, I'm going to leave and go find myself and do something else. And that's sort of been the way I've been focused. So, again, this company's been great, and I only wish them success in the future. So this is not a knock, what I'm about to say. Now, we have a great team. And what we started here 5 years ago, I don't think is finished. I don't. I think radio is changing. I think radio is becoming a stronger force.
As Dominic would say, a hybrid.
A hybrid. I think what's happening in radio right now is that we have terrestrial radio as we always have, and I think it will always be there. I certainly, in any of my decisions, never once considered going back to terrestrial. 2 companies contacted me and said, would you come back? It was sort of like there were 2 meetings in Don's office. Some guys came in from 2 very major companies in broadcasting and said, is the door open to some sort of comeback to terrestrial radio? And I immediately shut that down. I'm not bullshitting anybody. I'm not going to sit there and lead anyone on. It probably would have been a better negotiating kind of thing if I was in that mode to sit there and entertain all of that. But I was honest with them. I said, look, I'm not going back to terrestrial radio. I think terrestrial radio, for me anyway, is dead. And I think for most performers, it's dead. I think for guys who are even in the musical end of this thing, where you play records and stuff, it's pretty much dead. It's almost impossible to sit and listen to terrestrial radio and even be into a musical experience. There's just too many fucking interruptions. It's just not fun, and it's not funny. One of the things I love about Sirius is that, in fact, we do play music, and it's not interrupted by commercials. I think that part of that experience is necessary. You can't be interrupted every minute. It's too fucking annoying. So anyway, I sat down and I started to think whether or not I wanted to continue working. And the fact of the matter is I do. I want to be in radio. And I had certain concerns with, a scheduling and all of that. I wasn't sure how many days I wanted to work all this, and I had to, figure that all out. But also, I have to tell you, I still have a lot of eye of the tiger. And what I mean by eye of the tiger is I'm hungry. I want to make sure that radio is successful no matter what we do. It is fantastic. And I started to think about if we did another 5-year deal. Everyone seems to want a 5-year deal. What we would do differently, how would we progress? How could I make this show even better if we continued on? So I'll tell you this. We are continuing on.
All right.
All right.
We got one thing out of the way.
I've signed a deal.
You have?
I've signed a deal.
All right.
Look at Lisa. She's happy. Lisa, don't be happy yet. We're not out of the way.
Yeah, at least that means you can listen to us.
Right. Yeah, at least you'll have us. And my decision was between a couple of different situations. You know the radio landscape is changing.
Yes.
What's going to be happening now, you'll have terrestrial radio. You're going to have a lot of competitors. What are you laughing about, Gary?
Fred and I are just laughing because you're just taking a long time to get to that point. All right, it's killing us. That's why.
There's a lot of things going on in the radio landscape. As you know, you've probably read rumors. There's a lot of companies out there who are trying to jumpstart their business on the internet, because your radio in the future is going to look like something completely different. You're going to have satellite. You're going to have terrestrial. You're going to have internet radio. You're going to have these things. It's all happening. I've met with every fucking company. I've met with every person who knows anything about technology.
Every
genius out there.
Do business.
I know what's out there. So I started to look at all the companies, Sirius included, and Sirius has been very, very anxious for me to resign, as well as some of these other companies who want us to go somewhere else. And I know deep down in my heart, I kept thinking I'd like to stay here. Because more than anything, I think what we built hasn't been finished yet. I think we're in an incredible position. There are now over 20 million subscribers. I don't know what that even translates into listeners. It's a lot more listeners than subscribers, because some people have 2 or 3 people listening off one subscription.
Sure.
And suddenly there is this real growth. It's a real business. And I've spoken with Mel from time to time and Scott Greenstein and listened to their plans for the future. And I like the way it sounds for us. So if we're going to stay in radio, I started to think I should stay here. But in order to play it safe, I spoke to a lot of other companies. And I came to the conclusion, after speaking to everyone, that the real innovators and the real geniuses are the people here. That our home should be at Sirius Satellite Radio.
Is that your announcement?
Is that your final answer?
My answer is that I will be here for the next 5 years.
Wow. So you will be here. What happens to everybody?
You are all gone.
All right.
So I think that Sirius basically wanted to see if I was willing to stay. Mm-hmm. And I believe now they will be talking with other people, of course, to find out what their plans will be. As you know, Robin, we have always worked it that everybody makes their own decisions around here. I'm hoping that Robin, Fred, Gary, Lisa, everyone, not Benji so much, but I'm hoping everyone else will stay with Sirius. And I have to tell you something. The company, as you know, Robin, it's been an amazing broadcast experience, at least from my point of view. I don't know about yours. But
I haven't liked it so much.
You haven't liked it that much. But I love it. I love being here. You're crying, Gary.
No, I'm not.
Oh, too bad.
But Lisa's hands were shaking.
Lisa, your hands were shaking. You all right?
I was nervous.
Yeah. Well, I would like to continue this. I think this is the best home for our... And now we can expand into the future, and I'll tell you why. I've met with Tim, and Tim knows nothing of this, but I said to Tim I had about 50 meetings with Tim, theoretical discussions about where we should go in the next 5 years, how we can keep things fresh, how we can keep things exciting, and how we can grow. One of the things that is going to add to our growth tremendously, I think as of today, our fans can get us on any of these apps, on any mobile device, that we are now part of that. As you know, there was a contractual hang-up that we were never available over the iPhone, we were never available over the BlackBerry, whatever device you have. Now the
That
apps
will be...
we are part of that.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, which is really good because I think one of the things that frustrated me is that when you're traveling, when you're on the road, or not in your car.
Right, you can't take it with you.
Right, now you'll have it on your Wi-Fi and you'll have it all over the place. So your radio will be your phone. And I know a lot of our fans weren't willing to get the app because we weren't on it. And now because of this new contract, we are on the app. That needed to be worked out. And it was very frustrating to me that we weren't part of that. Mm-hmm. Because that's a big deal. That's a fun thing. Suddenly your cell phone has the show, and now you can carry it easily and hear it easily without interruption.
Right.
There's no acquiring signal. And by the way, I think that's the future. And that was key to me in all of this because I believe that satellite will almost be irrelevant. I'm talking about those satellites that are in the sky that we broadcast over now. Mm-hmm. I think eventually we will all be over the SIM card in the car, that the satellites, this company won't have to spend $500 million to send a satellite up into the sky, that in fact it'll be obsolete. But how will we win? We'll be the winners because this company, Sirius Satellite, are the ones who are providing content. The other companies aren't really in the content business. None of them are. Think about what I'm saying. I mean, the internet philosophy is we'll give you the technology and then we'll go steal the content and put it on your radio for you. Well, that's not going to fly in the future. It's not going to be the wave of the future. Satellite, Sirius, with the NFL, with all the sports teams and all this other stuff, I believe is really investing in content. And we will be the go-to destination. Not only will we give you all the music you want and then some, but we will be able to give you NFL, I don't know, if you're into that, for cocked Oprah Winfrey, you'll get Oprah Winfrey
Talk.
Channel.
Baseball.
Baseball, everything. Martha Stewart,
News.
M&M Channel, all this stuff.
All you traffic freaks.
All the free Paul McCartney concert that we're giving to 1,400 listeners. I believe that's the kind of stuff your internet companies will not be willing to do. With all of the money Apple has, with all of the money Pandora might have, or this one or that one, they're not willing to go out and say to Paul McCartney, here's a bunch of dough, do a concert in honor of our 20 million subscriber. This company's for real. They really are going out and acquiring the best talent. And I believe, and I've said this from the beginning, when everyone laughed at us because we only had 600,000 subscribers, I said this will be the dominant form of radio. And I still believe it. I believe Sirius will come out on top, and especially now that we're Sirius XM.
Okay, so that's one part of your announcement.
That's right.
What's the other part?
I don't know. What do you mean? What is there to say?
What will the show look like in the future?
How often will you work?
Oh, how often will I work? Well, let me say this. First of all, I'm not going to go into money amounts and all that kind of stuff.
Well, nobody asked you that.
No, I'm just telling that for the press because they always say, "How much is he getting paid? Did he get a pay cut? This and that." I don't work for pay cuts. That's number one. But I'll tell you this: the contract was fair. I know that Sirius is very happy with it, and I'm happy with it. And that's good enough for me. As far as the hours go, there will be some changes. Sirius in the contract, and this was key to me, is allowing me a lot of flexibility with the show. I guarantee you there'll be plenty of me to go around, and there'll be plenty of show, but we will have more flexibility with our schedule. So starting January 1, we're on the same as we are now.
No, January 1 is a Saturday.
Sunday. Saturday
well, whatever, starting January 3,
Sunday.
whenever the contract starts, we'll be here. And
oh, darn, I made my trip too long.
What time does the show start?
The show, I gave a lot of thought to that, and Mel again gave me flexibility. But after a long, hard think, the show starts at 6 a.m. and goes to 10 a.m. or however long we want to go. It's really important to listeners, I felt, our fans, that we do a fresh show in the morning, that we get here and do the show at 6 in the morning. And believe me, I ain't thrilled about it. I ain't getting any younger, and it's getting harder and harder for me to get out of bed. But I believe a fresh morning show is what our fans really, truly want. And so I hope to our fans, you will be with us in the future. I think there'll be enough of the show to go around.
Well, you want to hear what anybody out there has to say? You want to?
Sure, okay.
Wait, still 4 days a week?
There'll be some flexibility with that. Let me put it to you that way. We haven't worked out the whole schedule, but for now it's 4 days a week. But at some point it's going to change. Okay? Let's go to Nick.
Howard,
Howard, thank
I
you
know.
very much, dude. That is the best news I've heard all month. That's better than my heart attack. I am
Well, I
so
got to tell you
happy.
something, Nick. I'm happy, too, because I think when I sat at home and I thought about it, and especially in the last couple of months, I really, really thought about this long and hard. I know I still like getting up in the morning and sharing my thoughts with you and sharing all the outrageous stuff we do with you. And I know, Robin, I think you had said many times you were still ready to share with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And, Fred, I would imagine this is good news for you. I think you want to...
This is fabulous news. And congratulations, Howard. It's been a pleasure working with you for the past 30 years, and hopefully the next 5 will be even better.
Good.
Well, let's hope you can work out a deal.
I hope so, too.
Well, that's
You're
the
right.
next step.
You're right.
Well,
no matter what happens, good luck.
I talked to Mel about that, and he said that he felt confident that everyone, he's interested in the same show we have now. So that he says he likes how things are going. He likes what we're all doing. And so, listen, he actually wanted, I think, to call certain people ahead of time and start talking with them. But I said, listen, in the interest of good radio, which is what we're mostly interested in, it's got to be suspenseful. So we'll.
Thank you.
So I wrecked that for you.
Thank you for putting us on the block once again.
Right. Once again, I put my needs ahead of yours. Yes. Well, go ahead, Nick.
So speaking for all the fans, we love you, and we are so thankful that you are going to be back on the air. I'm going to sign up for my lifetime subscription now.
Right.
And I am just so happy, and I know there's fans out there screaming and yelling just as much as I am. Thank you so much, Howard.
Hey, listen, thank you. Thanks for being so loyal, and thanks for everyone being here. And I do believe that Sirius is going to get better and better, and I'm excited about the apps.
I want to ask a question, though.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Robin.
Why not a big announcement? Why not a major press conference? Why not?
Because I guess I didn't want one. I just want to get on the air and talk to you guys about it.
It just seems to me it's the opportunity for promotion.
Well, I'm going to go out and do some promotion and talk about Sirius, and I'm going to go out and talk about the fact that I'm excited that we're now over the internet with the apps and all that, and I'll go out and do some appearances. Although most places have said with Baba Booey's appearances that they no longer need me.
Really?
He is.
They're saying, well, we just had
They said, listen,
Baba
guys,
Booey.
Baba Booey's been on every show. You're a little overexposed. So no, I will go on some of these shows and talk. In fact. I've been contacted by some shows recently for some just bizarre reason. It's all sort of come together, and I'll probably say yes to that.
So, Howard, all the other shows will stay in place, too?
Well, yeah, I hope so. I mean, listen, I think there's so much up in the air. Not only with our own crew, or Robin doesn't have a deal yet, Fred doesn't have a deal yet. All these people have to talk.
And will there still be 2 channels? All of that
Yes,
stuff.
there will still be 2 channels.
Great.
I know that Bubba, who I love, doesn't have a deal yet, and I would like to keep Bubba on board. I'd like, but a lot of this stuff is out of my control. I don't control that. I don't control the purse strings here. Typically, what we do is
Riley Martin, how's he going?
Well, there's been a lot of discussion about Riley. He factored pretty heavily in all of this.
Are they happy with the news?
News is something that has to go. That's the only thing that will be out.
The one thing that had to hit the chopping block.
Actually, they like Stephen Shuley. It's they have a problem with Lisa. So, yeah.
Howard, thank you so much. I love you, and it's the greatest news I've heard all year.
It's great to be loved.
And thank you for picking me up over 50 times in the last 5 years. So
all right,
I
Nick.
really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Howard, you're the man. Love you.
Hey, Nick, are you, well...
Go ahead.
All right, I'll ask this later. Okay, thanks, Nick.
Hey, thanks, Howard. You are the man. Thank you so much for signing, too. Thanks, Buckwall. Have a good day, buddy.
Yeah, well, I do want to say that, working with Mel all these years, how the hell we've all ended up together again.
Again.
Right. And I know that there's still a lot of confusion about the channels, about a lot of people's jobs and stuff. Robin doesn't have a deal. Fred doesn't have a deal. Now the suspense is on me because
I'm still looking at the end of my career here on December 31st.
Yeah, I'm here. That's the good news. Everyone else is gone. Tim just kissed everyone. everyone in the office. Maybe Tim wants to say something. It sounds like one of Tim's motivational speeches.
Tim's kissing people?
Tim is kissing people. A lot of people resigning now.
Does Tim have a deal?
Tim, I know you didn't know about this as well.
Let me grab your apple bag, just in congratulations.
My
Thank
apple
you.
bag. You're happy
This is the
about
greatest
it.
show on earth.
Congratulations. You know, I can't see us going to another place. We've got a good little machine going here.
Yeah, we've got the infrastructure, we've got everything, and we've got it going.
We do. We have it going on, right?
Yeah,
You want to say something?
I'm excited. Thank you.
You're excited. That's
Thank
it.
you.
You
And
don't wanna
never ever doubt Mel Karmazin, and
Well, Mel's a reason, one of the big reasons. Well, listen, there's about 50 reasons why I decided to stay here for myself. Number one, I do love our crew. It would be really weird not to wake up in the morning and do this with Robin and the gang. It would be very, very strange for me.
But who would you replace me with if I don't
If
not
you
able
don't-
to make a deal?
Lisa G.
Robin's irreplaceable.
You are irreplaceable, actually. I don't want to do it with anyone else, quite frankly, and that would be a problem.
Well, that warms my heart.
That would be weird. But if you run off and with your charity work, when I was giving the fake announcement, I was going to say Robin is the main reason I'm leaving because she inspired me. She inspired me with that charity work, and I want to be like Robin. And then everyone would hate Robin.
That's right.
with our charity work.
He's out there making little
Right.
Indian children laugh.
Right. So anyway, a lot of the things that I was excited about being here is that we have beautiful facilities. We have a built-in audience already. We can expand upon that in the future. The technology is only going to get better. For example, now it used to drive Tim and I crazy. We couldn't be heard on the iPhone, and we couldn't be heard on all that. So I guess as of today, they've got that set up, or tomorrow.
Is that right?
I would assume.
That's awesome.
And so that to me was another expansion, and I think the word will get out that we're staying here. More of our fans who didn't come over originally might start coming over as well.
Yeah, with the new technology especially.
Right, and car sales are starting to go. So I see more and more growth, and I really am proud of what we've done here. This is just as much our company as anybody's. I mean, really, it feels like we built this thing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, when you started speaking, you were saying things that I thought were going to be in your mind,
right?
About the job not being finished,
right?
And wanting this to be something viable that survives,
right,
over time.
Yeah, and that's so that's that. So
Yay.
With any luck,
thank God.
I know that.
Boy, there are going to be more Lisa-isms today.
I'm so sweaty. I have to go.
There's one.
I have to go give Lisa G a sponge bath. Come on,
give her a sponge bath.
Okay,
And
gotta get to
again,
work.
like I say, Robin and Fred and the rest of the gang, everyone, Sal, Richard, Gary, everyone's got to figure out their new situation. So things aren't completely settled, but I know the company was interested in getting me signed. And I thank them for that. I really am truly excited about continuing on, and we'll see what the future brings. So it's an exciting beginning.
This is the house that Stern built.
The Stern Show built.
This should be a big monument somewhere.
And this is now a party. Yay!
All right, you better
Very
get out of
happy
here before
for
people
you.
start jumping on you. All right,
Well,
thank
now
you.
I don't feel so bad about not making the party because I was afraid this was going to be the last time all of us would be together.
Right.
And I was trying as hard as I could not to miss it.
Right.
And here's my RSVP. I can't be there.
So another 5 years for me, Robin, and hopefully for you and Fred.
Well,
and
I'm
the
happy
gang.
for you and Sirius
Well,
because
thank you.
that's a wonderful, wonderful marriage. And that is, I don't want to see what we started disappear.
Right.
And it's in the early stages of its development. And I think it's very important that content remains strong here.
Yep, I agree.
Congratulations to you, Howard. You have built something really amazing. Not only the radio show and the great, huge family, but what I experience right now, this warm family of professionals that love you.
Well, we're hoping, George, that you'll be with us for the next 5 years.
Well, I'm going to be doing a series, but, I'm going to get breaks.
Whenever you get a break.
You're kidding. You have to be stuck in Los Angeles now?
I'll pencil you in.
I'm doing a series called Super Ninjas.
I think, I think we just got the blow off.
No.
He's leaving us.
Yeah.
But George is the one person we're sure won't be back.
Yeah. I'm going to arrange so that I get enough breaks so that I can be with my family.
Okay.
My heart is here with you all the time.
Thank you.
Tom Chiusano is on the air, our former general manager at K-Rock, and he wants to say a few words. Tom, please.
Well, number one, I apologize. I'm calling from my cell phone as I'm sitting in my car in my driveway. So I know you don't like cell phone connection, so I hope it's okay.
Right.
Of course it would start.
And then he starts breaking up. Tom, go ahead.
This reminds me of two low points for me. 4 years ago, or whatever it was, when you announced that you were leaving, and then 5 years ago, when the morning when you actually left. But I also know it's a great morning for you. So and being with Mel and being part of anything that he's part of is just a wonderful thing. So I think that this is it's a great decision on your part. I'm really, really happy for you. I'm happy for him.
Thanks, Tom.
And you've
Tom's the one guy. He's not part of the team anymore.
I know.
And I do.
I miss him.
I do miss Tom a lot.
I love, and I really mean this. I mean, I love all you guys. I love everybody that's part of that show.
Thank you.
And you're just a huge, huge part of my life that I'm very, very proud to have had.
All right, man. Tom, you're the best. Thank you.
Well, you too.
All right.
Now I can go back and get it warm.
I do miss Tom a lot.
I miss him all the time, yeah.
One of the reasons he's not here is because there's no general manager.
The business model doesn't have a position like his.
I think he should have just been here because we like to yell at Tom.
It would have been great.
We like to blame Tom for any of our problems.
He could have just sat in a room until we were ready to yell at someone.
Right. Yeah, is there a job for a guy just to be yelled at and blamed for all of my problems?
That's called Scott the Engineer's
right.
job.
Tommy. Yeah, Scott the Engineer replaced Tom. Tommy, you're on the air, Malden.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
Congratulations. I'm so happy that you're going to be staying. I was so ready to go out and buy a smartphone to get you on the with the SIM card, but
well, let me tell you something. There was a lot of consideration there. I mean, there's a lot of great opportunities out there for broadcasters.
That leak over the weekend about
Apple?
iTunes.
I don't know where that came from. There was no real heavy discussion with iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that started. I think I heard some stock market guy. Had heard about a meeting or something and floated that. But quite frankly, there were a couple of companies where we almost, could have ended up there. Let's put it that way. And there's a lot of exciting opportunities out there for broadcasters. Anybody who thinks broadcasters don't have opportunities out there is nuts. Problem is, you got to have an audience to bring with you. And if you don't have that, then the opportunities aren't there.
They dry up.
I think starting,
quickly.
That's the problem. I mean, you got to start in terrestrial radio. This is advice for any young broadcaster. You got to start on terrestrial radio and have a huge audience, and then have the wonderful audience that I'm blessed with that's willing to follow you somewhere.
Well, the whole point would be then content and connection.
Content, connection, content is king. And this company, more than any company, with the leadership of Mel and Scott Greenstein, I believe, they are so braced for the future because they have the content. Mm-hmm. Robin, people are not spending money on content.
Right. That's part of the big problem. The problems I see out there listening to terrestrial radio is that they just want to put those commercials somewhere.
Yeah, they
have no investment in talent.
Well, like Facebook has content, but it's your content.
Right.
That's what attracts me to it.
But what terrestrial radio would need is some investment and development of people.
Right.
And they're not putting that in.
Well, that is not happening. And I'm hoping that in the future not only for our show, but for our channels, that we can be a mecca for some people and for a lot of broadcasters.
And we could be providing content for all kinds of delivery systems.
Yeah, so I'm discussing that with Sirius now and trying to expand what we do and expand our channels, and also Just being on the iPhone and stuff, that's huge. You know, that opens it up for a lot of our fans. All right, Tommy, thanks.
Listen,
Yeah.
5 years ago, I made the trek down from Boston to go to your block party, and I was going to suggest if you were leaving to, have another block party. How about a celebration block party?
I'll tell you what, did you come all the way down from Massachusetts to be part of that 5 years ago and stand in the rain?
Oh, yeah. I got a Howard 1906 poster signed by Mary Ann from Brooklyn and everything.
You know, the last pair of tickets I have to the Paul McCartney concert, I'd love to give them to you so we could celebrate.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
You want to come? Would you come down from Malden?
Oh, definitely.
Why don't you come join us Monday night?
Oh, you're the best.
So why don't you come, Tommy?
I love Fred, Rob, and everybody. They're all great.
All right. For a guy who trekked all the way down through the cold, remember how cold and rainy it was?
It was a mess that day.
It was an ice storm in Connecticut. There were tractor trailers off the road and everything, but I said, fuck that. I'm going to Howard's last show.
All right, brother. So you're in the McCartney concert.
Thanks, man.
All right, hold on, Tommy. Why not? Why not Tommy?
I heard there's another announcement.
What is it? How dare they? On my beautiful day? What is the other
I heard
announcement?
that Fred is going to go to the concert.
How so? How'd that work out?
Scott Greenstein miraculously found another ticket somewhere.
Oh, great.
So they shook it out of the rafters, so we'll be there, all three of us.
So it's you,
my wife, and my daughter.
Well, very good.
To
The
enjoy it.
family is intact.
Yes.
And Robin will be there with her special date, Ralph. The whole world is reeling from that announcement.
Still, people are screaming, don't take him.
King of all blacks.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo,
Now,
yo, yo.
We're plain and simple. If I have my iPod
Right.
and I'm on the sweeper, can I listen to the show?
Yeah. I believe so. I don't know how that all works.
Well, does your iPod pick? I mean, iPod that's just storage, right? That doesn't pick up anything on the internet or anything.
Oh,
It depends on the system.
But the iPod is the phone, right?
No.
Maybe the iTouch
iPhone.
or
iPhone. Oh, he's saying iPod. I don't know. How does
I don't
that
think
work?
so.
That would just be down.
Oh, so I got to get an iPhone. Now, how about the HVO by Sprint? No.
Wait a second. What's HVO? I don't even know.
maybe.
Yo, it's the hottest phone out with 4G.
Can you get internet?
Yes. It's crazy.
Well, then you'll be on that.
Oh, good. I thought I could. I thought it. I was going to ask them, but I didn't think you were staying. For some weird reason, I hope you were leaving. It'll be more crazier.
More crazier?
More
It
crazier.
would have been crazy if you'd have been like, yo, I'm out of here, man.
Yeah, well, it almost came down to the leaving, Oh, there is a serious app for the EVO phone, EVO phone.
How, did you see that phone?
No.
Oh, my God. You got to see it.
I don't even know anything about
You picked up an ad the other day and said, I can't even tell what this is all about, and it was for the EVO phone.
Oh, that's the EVO. I got to check into this. I feel like I'm missing out.
Yo, you got to see the video, the high definition video, and the pictures on it. It's better than you ever heard of the camera, a Leica, a Nikon camera? It's better than all of that. The camera is crazy.
Is it better than the Android?
The Android is garbage. The Evo, not garbage. That's a good phone. I ain't gonna front. But the Evo HTC is the best. I had about 6 phones. I'm on it now.
Maybe we should be on this.
It's sort of like a hybrid pad phone.
I see. Do we want that?
It's big. It's just bigger. But I like it because you can see, like, you can order stuff off the internet. I order stuff off of Zappos. I order stuff off of, I got the crazy Ugg boots coming. They $300. Them shit is sick. I can't wait till they get here. But I ordered all of that off the phone, and you can see everything on the phone.
All right. Thanks, King.
Do I sound good now?
Yeah, you do. All right, King, thank you. All right, that's the King. He's going to go on and on. He didn't let me hang up.
Right. He's going to do a sales pitch for all of his stuff now.
Well, there you go. That's it for me. Now.
Well, congratulations,
Thank you.
Howard. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I got 2 questions.
All right, Benji.
Do you, as of this point, is there like a TV thing aspect worked out?
No.
Okay. Is that something that you're planning to do or not planning to do or working out?
I'm working on that.
And then the other day you said, like 6 months from now, you have something that's going to revolutionize like late night TV.
No, I didn't say that.
Or some.
I said I might have another announcement about but this has nothing. That has nothing to do with the show.
Okay. And what's your current favorite TV show?
My current favorite TV show?
Yeah.
Why are you asking that?
I was just wondering.
Oh, okay. My current favorite TV show. It's either In Treatment or Boardwalk Empire.
Okay.
Boy, a lot of questions today. Oh, Fred the Elephant Boy wants to congratulate us.
Well, now it's official.
Yes, Fred.
Yeah, that's it. Hi, Howard.
Hey, Fred.
Fred, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Now I can die in peace.
What are you talking about?
Actually, this is a young boy from Thailand who's been in the sex trade business for many, many years.
He's a sex slave.
Yeah. Elephant Boy, how's things going?
I'm doing great.
It's weird. A lot of the fans are like, well, whatever happened to Elephant Boy? I go, I don't know. He kind of lost touch with us. What are you doing?
Oh, well, I like to rest up the backpack. I have a job.
Right.
I do a good job, and I don't get myself into trouble.
How old are you now?
Oh, my goodness. Do you believe 52?
52 years old. 52. He's not a...
Elephant Boy is not a boy.
No, he's Elephant Man now. I want his name changed to Elephant Man.
Okay.
You still with that girl, or you solo now?
Yes. She's having a tough time. She was robbed, have a TV stolen.
Her teeth were stolen?
No, TV.
Oh, TV. I thought you said her teeth were stolen. I was upset.
No.
She was robbed, but you're still with her sexually? You're still her partner?
Yeah, we still have a good time.
You with any guys at all, too? Are you swinging both ways?
That is history.
Really?
But you can give George my number.
What?
All right, George. Elephant Man wanting you more
What
than
did you
anything.
say? I didn't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand? What's not to understand?
It sounds like
Don't you understand English?
You know, Elephant Boy experimented for a while with men. And as you know, he says that's a thing of his past, but you can give George my number anytime.
Oh, my number.
Right.
I heard manapa.
So my napa.
Are you saying something about his speech pattern?
What are you saying? You think he's weird or something?
Well, I didn't quite follow his.
He was coming on to you. He was coming on to you. All right, Fred. Thank you.
No, I have great respect for George.
Well, thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
It would be a quick 5 years.
Thank you. Thank you. Whatever you just said. George had no idea. George goes, thank you. I think he was talking to me. But George says, thank you.
Yeah, well, because I really didn't understand what he was saying.
I see it's already hit the media.
What has happened? See, this is what I was saying, that this could have been a major
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to
announcement.
I know, Robin,
I
but
mean,
I just
the
wanted
press
to...
has been speculating. Everybody's been waiting.
Well, now they have their answer. I'm going to be with Sirius for the next 5 years.
Well, you had the best press conference right on the air.
Right. Well, Robin's saying we could have made more theater out of it. But,
yeah.
But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted
There
to
was theater. The suspense was excruciating. And you tortured us even more.
I have a question for you from Tony, your hairdresser. She emailed me. What about TV?
I already answered that.
He doesn't.
That's up in the air. We don't know what's happening with that. I don't think we could have made a TV deal unless we had a radio deal. So, and I know that there's a lot of interest in our TV show. That's all I'm going to say. My father, Ben Stern, who has called me repeatedly asking me what the hell is going on.
And you wouldn't tell him.
Of course not. He has loose lips. Well, Dad, let me tell you, no, I did want to continue on, and I was in talks with a lot of people, but the truth is that when it comes down to it, I like how Mel runs this company. I like this company. I like what we have going on here. I know not only am I happy here, Robin and Fred and Gary, everyone's happy here. And I felt this was the best place for us to continue to grow.
I mean, the words you just said is how I feel, really. And I felt all along, I mean, nobody sits down and just signs a contract. It has to be back and forth, posturing, and so forth and so on. And deep in my heart, I felt you were going to sign. But listen, until you say it.
My father, he was all along, whatever Mel offers you should take. I said, Dad, it's a contract. That's how things go. Just take it. Believe me, you're happy that Mel knows what he's doing.
Right.
You're a big Mel guy.
Well, listen, everything worked out fine.
Well, Daddy, I'm making enough money now. I can buy you hair. I'm getting you a toupee for Christmas.
I think I was thinking about that, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick to the old. I'm going to stick to your old father.
Good. All right, Pops.
All right.
Lots of love.
I love you too.
I love you.
Congratulations to the whole crew there.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I wasn't going to go into that. You actually and everyone else still have to make a deal. But, but things are looking up. Well, I feel good about this. I didn't feel comfortable sitting there with when I make a press announcement, like with the whole press conference, I never jerk these guys off. I didn't know if it merited a big press conference. I didn't know. I'm more comfortable with this. We could have done many things, Robin. But that's that. So my fat tuchus will be sitting here for the next 5 years. One way or another. All right, Robin, I'm going to take a break. It's been very emotional. Fred is near tears.
What's he crying about?
Everything.
And nothing to do with the radio, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
What is it, Wheels? You have the last word.
Well, I guess congratulations for everybody else, but I kind of wanted you to take a break.
Why?
To see what the rest of that talent around there did scrambling, especially like the news team.
Well, let me tell you something, and this brings up a good point. Wheels is not out of his mind. I want to say this. And this
Wheels is not out of his mind?
No, Wheels is not out of his mind. That there's going to be... Listen, I can almost say with some certainty, this is my final 5 years on the radio. I can almost say that. I'm not going to say it with absolute certainty because sometimes I go out of my mind and continue on. But I can assure you, Robin, we're going to build this company more where we know they're on solid ground. And then, I don't know what Robin will do. Like, Robin could end up signing on for more than 5 years. But for me, I'm talking about me. I think this is it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really worry about you. I worry a little about Fred. I don't know what he's doing over there financially.
I'm worried, too, because the guy who negotiated Jackie's contract is negotiating mine. So,
well, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Is that true?
No.
Oh.
I would.
If that's the case, you could say
if that was the guy who was negotiating my contract, I'd shoot myself.
Based on that track record.
I mean, the guy who was going to teach Mel Karmazin how to negotiate? Oh, yeah. That's what I think he said.
I'm going home.
Well, anyway, Robin, what I'm saying is there are a lot of people here. And I don't think this refers to you or Fred or some other people. I don't think Gary. I don't know, but maybe Gary. But, there's a lot of people. Listen, they got to start thinking long term.
Yes.
And as you've pointed out to me many times, it is not my responsibility to worry about what everyone does. And I'm freeing myself of that. But I can almost say with some certainty, I think that 5 years, how old will I be in 5 years? I'm going to do some math, if you don't mind.
Because math has been on the table this week.
Let me show you how I get to this number.
Okay.
Okay, right now I'm 56.
Yes.
All right. Now, if you add 5...
You're almost 57, though.
Okay, you want to start with 57?
This contract basically starts when you're 57.
Okay, so let's...
Oh, just before, actually.
Well, basically, it's 12 days.
He's bad enough with his gazintas. Let him go.
Yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to add... I really don't know the answer yet, so I'm going to actually work this out on the air.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way with my fingers. And I'm going to start from 56, 57, 58. Why are you laughing, George? Not comfortable with math? I thought the Asian people love math.
He shows the work.
You make it more complicated.
Not really. Here's how you do it. Well, let me teach you how to do it. You ready?
All
right. 57, 58, 59, 60. 61 years old. That's very old.
And just think it'll be 61 going on 62.
As I said a few days ago,
pointing that out.
60 is the new young for me. So there you are.
Robin sounds like Beth. Beth always does that to me, too.
Does she?
She goes, I'll be 62. She goes, what? Like what? I'm not going to be with a 62-year-old. I go, listen, don't get too excited. You're going to be in your 40s or something.
Hey, Howard, real quick.
Yeah.
Now, you saying the news team, you don't know what's going on with them yet, or?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's going on with anyone yet. This is a good sign for all of us because if they've signed me, and I know they like the product, I believe. Listen, I'm fucked if they don't sign Robin and Fred and my gang, but I'm assuming that as in years past, there'll be a deal worked out.
All right, so Benji.
You know, I can't speak for Robin or Fred or Benji. I could probably speak for. I don't think he's going anywhere. But I believe.
You'll be here with Benji?
Well, if I have to do... Let me tell you something. I've heard him on the wrap-up show. He's improving.
Okay, here's the Benji news today.
I think with a little work, Benji and I can work very well together.
He said when he leaves there, he wants to be an on-air talent. What the hell is he now?
He's an on-air talent.
I'm a sous chef.
Tell him to take advantage of that.
But anyway, I think this is a good sign for all of us because I think the company was interested in signing me. And then once they signed me, much like 5 years ago, they signed me, then they signed Robin, then they signed Fred. And then, that's how it goes. That's the way these things go.
Well, everybody would have had unemployment. I think you need till the end of summer off, would have been able to breathe.
The first thing they wanted to know is, am I interested in being here? So they see that I am, and now they're interested in the rest of the show. I know that. They've told me that.
All right. Well, congratulations, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Is this something that you discuss, with Beth, with your parents, with your psychiatrist?
I've discussed it nonstop with my psychiatrist. I told him.
What was that discussion?
I said, I want to leave the radio. I'm done. Mm-hmm. And he said, no, you don't. I think he was worried about me paying his bill. No, he said to me, there's a pressure that you put on yourself with this show that is making you neurotic and mental. But he actually worked with me for a long time to help me get in touch with my true feelings about the radio show. Quite frankly, I spent a lot of time where I don't think if it was for him, I don't know that I would have been comfortable even signing again. And Beth has been really instrumental in all this. Because she's very, very important to me, and, this affects our future, too. And she's happy about it. She's happier with the flexible schedules I mentioned. I'm not going to get into all the details. She's happier with the arrangement that we're going to have for the next 5 years.
Now that you've signed, are you happy or are you freaking out about it?
I'm happy. I really am happy. I think I would have been very, very miserable sitting at home, not doing this on any level. You know what I mean? Completely eliminating it from my life. Because on our last vacation, I was sitting at home, and something happened. I don't even know what it was. It wasn't anything major in the news. And I was like, I want to get on the air and talk about that. Or I had a funny thought, and I started writing down funny thoughts, and I go, well, am I really going to walk away from all this? I do like doing it. And it couldn't be any better a situation in broadcasting. You know what part of it was, too? I'm sitting there going, have we ever had a better situation in broadcasting?
Never.
To walk away from this now is almost, for all the shit we went through.
We basically work for ourselves, run our own lives here at the station, at whatever this is. I don't even think you could call it a station.
Right.
We have our own platform.
That's why I kind of felt like to walk away from that now when it's getting better.
When we got rid of all the problems.
Right. And then to walk away from it would almost be like suicide. I can't see us doing that. We're in a nice groove.
And it's been 5 years of wonderful, creative production without stress, without obstacles.
Yeah.
What we've looked for our entire career.
Yeah, I mean, you have your ups and downs and stuff, but at the same point, the company has made it really great to broadcast from and to service our fans. I mean, nothing's been easier. Mm-hmm. I kind of make it difficult and beat myself up over stupid shit. I sit there and I go, oh, the show wasn't good enough today. The show was bad enough. The show was this. The show was that. But if I could get past all that shit, the bottom line is this is about the best situation we've ever had.
We don't have people we have to convince of the content.
No. There's little interference. And the time that there is interference, I go to them and say, what do you guys think? Is this out of control, or are we doing the right thing?
That's right. Should we do this?
I kind of go to them and say, can you guys speak up a little? It's weird with not having any
Not having any bosses or authority over us.
Yep. Mel says he leaves us alone, and that's great. If he hears us killing someone, he might step in.
Yeah, I think if we get to the point of bringing in a guillotine,
right,
he might have some thoughts about coming down.
Right.
To see what we're up to.
So anyway, like I said, this is a good first step.
Well, I can't believe that Mel didn't show up.
Mel's probably out there. He said he was going to come down and shake my hand. But I don't know. He might even be out there. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to say. Maybe he'll say something on the air. He should make a statement.
Absolutely.
That would be good. State of the Union address from the El Presidente.
Now I have to get in my car with my crazy driver, Gene has been predicting. I see that Mel is going to be in the studio.
Did he predict that?
oh, did you hear something? Because one day I got into the car. He says, Mel will be in the studio tomorrow with Howard. I said, did you hear something? He said, no, but I know that Mel will be in the studio tomorrow.
How does he know that?
I don't know. I don't think he really knows. I think this was a hope of his.
And he was wrong because the day passed and there was no Mel. Then what does he say?
But then he says, no, you guys are just dragging it out because I know there's going to be a big announcement.
Well.
And he says, you're going to be with, I mean, like a soothsayer, he's been saying this.
Listen, he wants you as serious.
He definitely does.
Yeah, he needs to be driving you around. He's got a vested interest in all this, like no one else.
He gets a very nice Christmas present every year, and he always, and I said, there's not going to be any Christmas present this year. I'm unemployed.
That's right. What do? You bonus him or you give him a gift?
I bonus him.
You bonus him?
Yeah.
There's a gravy train out there. I got to go into hiding.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. And I'm like, why are these people waiting to give me the bad news? Just give it to me now. Give me all those gift cards.
Mm-hmm. Your gift is you should just bone the guy. Be a lot cheaper.
You know what? I'd be like that woman who was the
Connie
groupie, Sweet Connie
Hamsey. I got to tell you, this Christmas, I mean, it's wild what goes on with the gift shopping and the bonusing and I mean, it's like that's another reason I didn't want to leave. I mean, it's like supporting a small country. I mean, it's crazy what's going on. I got to downsize. Next 5 years, I got to downsize, motherfucker. I mean, this is crazy.
Simplify.
You've got to stimulate the economy.
Let me tell you something.
We can't do it single-handedly. Other people have to do their part.
No, I'm doing it single-handedly. I'm not kidding you.
I'm doing my part.
Hey, by the way, I was happy when Obama did this,
the deal with the Republicans?
With the Republicans. Yeah, because I got news for you. It works psychologically. I'm sitting there figuring out, people who work for me, this and that, what I got to do for them. All of a sudden, I'm talking to my accountant. He goes, you know what? Here's the money you saved. I said, all right, well, then give it to the people who I, work with. I mean, that's how it does work. That ain't bullshit.
It comes back.
Trickle down, motherfucker. I'm waiting for Mel to trickle down on me.
Has that happened?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
By the time you got to the stream was almost dry.
All right. Anyway, we got to take a break. We've gone on way too long, an hour and 24 minutes without a commercial break. There is business to be done. And thanks, fans, for putting up with all the indecisiveness and not knowing what was going on. But a lot of discussion was happening behind the scenes, and I was trying to do right by the show and by the fans. And so I think this is the best solution.
Glad you came to this conclusion.
Monumental conclusion.
Because, the one thing I always said was I don't want you going out before you want to really go out. Because you're the best. You're at the top. You're at the top of your game.
We are all at the top of our games. And we're doing well. And hopefully, Scott, I know there's talk of rumblings about getting rid of you, but I'm going to try and keep
No, this is the top of Scott's game.
I'm at the top. Well, I've got my resume ready anyway.
No, Scott, we can't do it without you. You know it.
Well,
everyone can joke all they want. I actually did it for JD.
JD, we all thank you.
Because of you, I won't shake your hand.
I'm the charity case.
You're a good guy to have around at a pinch.
Yes! We're working!
No, he's working, I think. It looked like he was working.
But you are Howard. You are one.
Well, we'll try to work out a deal. Now it's my time to try some sort of negotiation. I hope it can be wrapped up, if it's going to be wrapped up, by January 3rd, when we're supposed to start again.
Right. Will you want to go away knowing that you're talking and negotiating? Will that make a difference?
The plans are set. I can't not do this. I went into it with the unknown looming large, so...
Robin, was there ever any doubt that he wasn't going to resign?
Sure, there was plenty of doubt that he wasn't going to resign. He was seriously having the discussion with himself, and he's had this discussion over and over about, I think it's more about how it looks to go out on top than whether he's finished. Sometimes a guy can not know, or miss that point. I don't think Howard's there by a long shot, but he doesn't ever want to be the guy who,
Stayed at the
isn't
party
at the
too
top
long,
of his
or-
game and
right.
stayed at the party too long. And I think that, knowing that he's good at it and knowing, the kind of power he has, is like, boy, I should step out right now because it's really clear that I'm the guy, But I think he would miss performing, and that's the other part of it, that he's great at it and he really loves doing it.
So as someone who knows him better than almost everyone on this staff, you really sensed that uncertainty about him. It wasn't a game.
Yeah, this time I thought, he really is having that long discussion, but I also thought he's not really ready to go, and I hope he doesn't make the decision to go before he's ready.
And now that it seems like this next 5 years, this seems as though it's going to be the final contract. He's really being very adamant about that.
You never know about that either. You don't know what you're going to feel like 5 years from now.
Does that mean that you'll prepare a little bit more this time?
I was prepared. I was not an unprepared person.
So what's next for your career if it does happen? What are you thinking about?
What do I think about? Again, I will be doing things in this next 5 years to create things for myself.
So the possibilities are endless.
The possibilities are always endless.
You two could hook up by then. Finally.
If I don't get
enough of this flirting.
If I don't make this happen in 5 years, then I'm
you
going to start.
got another 5 years, Greg. What are you going to do?
If I don't make the most of it this time, then
5 more years of flirting.
I might just have to jump on him. I don't think he's ever
Seriously.
really going to make the move. I'm going to have to take the initiative here.
Yeah, I'm a real dud if I don't get this deal done in 5 years, then I'm terrible.
Yeah. Are you prepared?
I'm going to start questioning myself.
What are you going to do after that 5 years is over?
I thought I was finally getting some confidence in
That's
myself.
right. You'll be 30 by then.
And I won't want you anymore.
Oh, geez. All right, I'm going to put this camera down and get to work on myself. I need to make this happen. Mr. Carson, how important is this signing to the future of the company, and how much does Howard mean to SiriusXM?
Howard is an important asset. We have obviously 135 channels, but Howard is singly the most important performer that we have on our channels.
And Howard's credited you with a lot of the success that he's had and enjoyed in his career. Do you feel the same way back towards him on a personal level?
Yeah, no, I think, I've been with Howard. He's made companies that I've worked for a boatload of money, and he's a great partner, and I'm thrilled that the partnership will continue for the next 5 years at least.
So the future's looking bright again?
The future's always been great.
Tim, what does this signing mean for you personally? I mean, from a job perspective, but also from your.
I can out pay my mortgage. I can out eat. I have a place to go every day, and it's all good. And we're all working. We're all together for another 5 years, so that's great. I love that.
And you were worried right up until the announcement. I mean, or not worried, but obviously genuine concern.
I was concerned about and also everybody around here. I mean, we've worked together for a long, long time, and we've known each other for 20-some years, and it's good to be together. It's a family, and everybody operates and functions in a way that it's excellent. It's just excellent. So it's great to be around everybody for another 5 years.
Fred, obviously some great news this morning.
For fans across the nation, this has been a godsend. You have no idea. Actually, the one thing I'm glad that he's finally said that he's going to come back and re-sign. I don't have to put up with all the bullshit questions anymore. I can't believe he's not going to resign. He can't be going off the air. Well, he's coming back, so now everybody can rest easy, and I don't have to answer any more foolish questions.
Now, as the staff member who's been with Howard the longest, who's known Howard the longest, was there ever any doubt that he was coming back? Or
you know what? I don't know. I can honestly say that I didn't know whether or not he was going to come back. Look, if he wanted to march off into the sunset and just kind of take it easy and hang with Beth, I wouldn't have blamed him. He's been doing this for a really, really long time. And in order to get up and do this kind of program the way he does it, you got to really want it.
Now, you've mentioned in the past that you're not necessarily in a position to retire for the right. You want to continue working.
I'm certainly not in a position to retire right now. And right now, as far as I know, I have no signed contract with anybody. And so, therefore, anybody out there looking for some good help, I'm your man.
So, Gary, obviously big news that everyone's been waiting for.
Right.
Positive news.
Yes.
How does this affect you, personally and professionally? I know you had started to explore other avenues and.
Well, listen, I'm staying with the show. I just hope I can work out a deal that's good for all of us too. But I want to stay with the show. So this is I can't jump for joy because I haven't finished what my deal is, but I can be very happy knowing that I have that I can stick with the show because that's what I want.
So this is a bit of it's not a bit, it's a huge foundation for you to go.
Oh my God, yeah. After you get some place to go, he's got to want to work first before I can move ahead.
What does this news mean to you personally?
Personally, it means, I have employment for 5 years here, at least.
Was there ever doubt? Did you ever?
Of course. There's lots of doubt stuff going on in this head. Doubt City.
You seem very calm, though.
You want me to freak out or something?
Yeah, I want you to freak out.
Woohoo!
What does this mean from a professional and life standpoint? How does this affect? How does this change your plans?
It means, I don't know. it means I can still say I work for the Howard Stern Show, if I'm talking to a girl or something. I don't know.
What about from a career standpoint?
Career? Career. It's another, I still, this show is definitely can lead you to a lot of opportunities in a lot of different areas. So, the opportunities can still be, there's still a window of opportunity for whatever to happen, rather than, the show not happen and no opportunities doing anything else. So, yep.
Very well said.
Really? I don't think it was that well said.
Richard, big news, obviously. What does this mean to you personally and professionally for your career?
It means right now I'm going to celebrate and I'm going to suck Greg Carmel's cock.
Oh, yeah! Thank you, sir.
All right, now that that's over with, I'm very, very, very excited and honored that Howard would mention Sal and I's names when he said, that he's very happy with this whole team. And I'm very, I love it here. I mean, look at this office. I got my Amon Amarth poster, my Halloween soundtrack, my Coheed and Cambria. This is like, who could ever dream that they'd be able to come to Midtown Manhattan to Rockefeller Center and have an office that looks like this and make a living at fucking with people over the phone. I mean, it's really just unbelievable, and I'm very excited that we're coming back, and it looks like I'll be here till I'm in my 40s. So I'll be a 40-something-year-old guy in 5 years making prank calls, and I'm just really, really super happy. And this is something everybody's been worried about, and now we can go all get shit-faced at the holiday party and celebrate.
This situation forced you to rethink your future, and also what do you do now, knowing that it's a 5-year deal and probably retirement?
I am excited, but I really expected it. So, and lots of times with me, things don't really hit me till they happen. So, I expected this to happen, and I'm happy about it, but I don't know how I would have felt if it didn't happen. I think I didn't necessarily have those emotions. Because I really expected it to happen. I don't really feel a breakup with a girl till I break up, and the breakup never happened. So I'm probably not as emotional. At least I didn't get the sadness that some people probably did. But I'm real excited, and it's like the beginning of every new school year. I'm like, this time it's gonna work. This time people are gonna like me, and I'm gonna lose weight, and but that's how I started 5 years ago too, and I'm about the same weight. And about the same level of hate. So, but I hope this time it goes better.
Obviously, big news.
Yeah.
Obviously, good news.
Yes.
What does this mean to you personally and professionally? I mean, this is probably the first job you had out of college.
Yes, it is the first job I've had out of college. Hopefully, we're keeping it. I mean, like Howard pointed out, he's coming back. But yeah, no, I feel good. I like that we have 5 more years, not just like 1, you know. And I think that there's a lot of things that that I can do here and that we can do as a team that's going to be pretty awesome, you know. So check us out on Howard TV on FX, following It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome.
So go get us on Real TV, Greg. That's the next step, all right?
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
You've been here for nearly a decade. This is obviously great news for you.
Yes.
But talk to me about how this affects you personally, professionally. How this affects your life?
It probably won't affect my life a whole lot, just in terms of I have a job for another 5 years. So job security is great. Yeah, that's great.
How does this affect your career plans? I know you had, explored other avenues.
Still may do that. Who knows? At least I got the security of knowing I have a job here. Hopefully, if I can re-sign with everyone else. But yeah, no, you got to start thinking now that I don't want to go through what I went through this time. So there's 5 years left. This is going to be. He's done after 5 years.
So this is like this past experience has been like when you think you got a chick pregnant and then you find out that she's not, and you're like, oh, wow, I'm never gonna let this happen again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Yeah, you got to start looking now. I mean, listen, not gonna be any younger in 5 years.
You're not gonna make
spoken
that
like a true
again,
genius. Right? No.
You're gonna pull out this time.
I'm gonna pull out. Come on her face, or Jason's face. God, I'd love to come on Jason's face. Yeah, is that okay?
On any other day, no, but today, it would be sufficient. Yeah, sure, okay.
You mean this news is so great that you would even accept Will's load?
Well, Will know that I would have accepted his load with or without the announcement, but it makes it easier to swallow. That's what it's all about. As you can tell, I'm giddy. I'm happy. I'm very excited about the news. And let's just hope that there's a Howard TV that exists to air this footage one day in the future.
That's true. This could all be obsolete. We haven't heard anything about the TV side.
This could be for Greg and his roommates for all I know. But
I don't have any roommates, so...
Oh, you will when Howard TV goes away. No, seriously. Thrilled, happy. Howard is the master. On the edge of my seat, my heart in my throat this entire morning while he was doing his whole talk-up. And listen, I'm number one thrilled that he's still going to be around, and it sounds like we're all going to be with him. And even more thrilled that we're staying to Sirius because it's a big pain in the ass to move. So, and I love Sirius. So anyway, very happy, and that's it, I guess. And Will could come on my
history of the show.
Great day in the history of the show. And by the way, to take Howard at his word, really could start the 5-year countdown now because he said, in no uncertain terms, this is his last contract. So let's enjoy it. Let's make these 5 years the best 5 years ever. Woo!
I can continue my pro bowling career and still work here. I have 5 years to practice and get better.
Big sigh of relief this morning. You've been one of the guys. Obviously, everyone's been on pins and needles, but you've been genuinely concerned. You can read it. You can see it.
Of course, you're concerned about your future, and in my age, I'm concerned. I'm very happy that this will take me near retirement, yeah, it's great. I love everybody here, and I look forward to another glorious 5 years.
Wow, look at you all, sunshine and rainbows right now. Goodbye, black cloud.
It's almost as good as bowling.
Gray skies have cleared up.
Yes.
Mr. John Hine.
It's Mr. Carmel.
This is a big day, obviously.
Yes.
You've been with the show now for 5 years, and now you've been given another 5 years.
I think it's great. I mean, Howard was at his best getting all of us freaking out over here. We had no clue. I thought we were staying, but I was never sure. And when he started that this morning, I thought we were gone. And thankfully, we'll be here for another 5 years. Hopefully, everybody else here is going to sign on for another 5 years. And we have just a great time up at Sirius. I'm really thrilled that we're still going to be here, as you can tell by my jubilation. No, I'm really, really excited.
You're in a much more unique position because you would still have work regardless of Howard's career. He'd still need he'd still need your service.
I was already told that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
While the way before this all came about.
So this news doesn't really affect you or pump you up?
It does affect me because I got other stuff going on here also.
Security.
Money-wise, too.
Security.
Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm very happy. I love being here. I love the place. I don't like you, but don't know if you're going to be here.
Well, you love me. You just don't like me.
Don't know if you're going to be here, so
You love me, but you don't like me.
I don't love anybody.
You love me.
I don't love anybody anymore.
You love me.
My love fucking section's burned out, dude. You know, I'm beyond that point. There's no love in my fucking brain anymore.
What about in your heart?
No, I don't have a heart.
If we went past that pinstriped purple shirt, I think there's a big heart underneath there.
Where do you see a pinstripe shirt?
Well, that's a bit of a pinstripe shirt.
That's not pinstripes.
I'm sorry, vertical stripe.
Jesus Christ, man. You're fucking blind.
Vertical stripe. That shirt's blind to me.
Why are you so happy? Why are you so happy? I want to know why you're so happy.
I'm happy for all of my coworkers.
Oh, good.
You know, and I'd like to think that with a radio show continuing, so shall a televised version.
Yeah, well, hopefully, hopefully, you know, Howard TV will still be around and you won't be here, hopefully.
We can all dream.
They'll bring Chris Costa back or somebody nicer or, you know, somebody I get along with.
Hopefully it
won't be you.
Hopefully you'll go back to turtlenecks. I mean, I don't like this new era of
Well, maybe I will once in a while,
All
you know. You know, like he says, we got to switch things up, you know.
Yeah.
Change the schedule around.
Yeah, we all have our
you know?
dreams. We all have our
maybe
dreams
we'll change
and
your
our hopes.
schedule around where you won't be here. How's that?
You know what? You won't. I'm like an artist that is underappreciated in his own time. You'll when I'm gone, you'll know.
I know, man. I know. I'll miss you when you're not here, but you know what? I'll sacrifice that. But I'm very happy for everybody here. I know a lot of people are walking around on eggshells, so they were very nervous about what it was going to be, and I'm happy for everybody, and hopefully everybody will stay.
To the revolution.
Including maybe you.
And look at me, Robin, awake this morning. You thought I wouldn't be.
I was going to tell you that you actually stayed longer than Tess, Fred's 8-year-old daughter. Yes.
Was she left? With Fred?
Yeah.
During the first encore.
Oh, okay.
I figured we'd get up before the big crush.
I didn't know exactly where you were, but I'll tell you what, Robin, I knew you were watching me, and I said, I'm not leaving. I don't want Robin to see me.
I kept an eye on you.
Am I tired? You're not tired? How do you do it? I thought of you first thing this morning. I was like, Robin's probably like cheery. I'm not. I'm very tired. I didn't get enough sleep. I'm just hung up on sleep. I think it's neurotic.
It's a psychological thing with you.
Yeah, and you don't teach me how to do this, and I'm a mess.
Well, I don't stress.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't put rules on myself. Like, there must be this many hours of sleep, or it's not going to be a good day.
All right. Let me repeat that mantra. I don't need that many hours of sleep, and I'm not stressed about it, and it's going to be a good day.
I'm awake while I'm awake.
Right. You don't even fall for that sleeping or eating stuff. That's what I admire about you most. You're like, I'm going to go to Thailand and not eat for a couple of days. And I'm like, shit, I'd be bumming out. And then you go, I'm not going to sleep for a few days. Okay. All right. That's all right.
Sleep when you can. Life is short.
Maybe you're right. I'll tell you. It actually gets me through the day now because I woke up and I said, I'm embarrassed like a pussy in front of you and complain about my sleeping. There was a couple of things I was thinking about yesterday after the show, like how, maybe Benji's really good looking and I'm missing it because he had me convinced that he's good looking.
Guys have an exaggerated
sense of self.
Opinion of themselves.
Yeah, not Benji, though. He gets a lot of women.
No. It has nothing. He gets the women because of his confidence.
I see. Yeah, I was thinking about him. He said, take a look at me. I'm really good looking.
Women find confidence attractive.
And all day I was going around. I was talking to different people who shall remain nameless, and they were like, no, Benji's not good looking. Look at him. Skin's blotchy.
Benji shouldn't even be that confident.
Right. Yeah, and I was like, well, no, Benji, I think, has me convinced he's really good looking. It's unreal. Well, anyway.
He should be on People Magazine's Sexiest Man cover.
I don't know about Fred. I'm sure he was happy to be able to bring his daughter to Paul McCartney.
And she had a thrill. It was nothing better than seeing your kids singing along to Hey Jude. It was just awesome.
Well, yeah, that's how it was for me. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I was kind of preoccupied because I was there with my daughter and her friend. And, I wanted the evening to go nicely for her with this Paul McCartney because she's such a big Beatles fan. Mm-hmm. And that's what it was all about for me. I mean, I love Paul, and wasn't that a fabulous concert?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Fabulous, right?
Just so much fun. It couldn't have been better.
No.
Couldn't have been better.
And they packed the place, not only with people who are subscribers, but it seemed very important to get a lot of celebrities in there.
Apparently, it was important for it to be star-studded.
Yeah. I'm not sure why.
I really would like to know.
But I did see a lot of celebrities there. Yeah. I told you, Jared had come up to me and said, if there is a meet and greet, whatever the fuck they call that now, meet and greet with Paul McCartney, I'm going to try and get you and your daughter in. So I told him I don't want to go because I said I have my wife and her friend. And I can't leave them sitting there to take my daughter backstage. And quite frankly, I don't know about you. We've met Paul and it's great. But when I'm backstage,
it's not a fun time.
It's not a fun time. And I feel this terrible pressure that the person performing, no matter who it is,
you're just bothering them.
Right.
Yeah, I really feel it's a mandatory thing for them, and they're going through the motions. So anyway, when I got there, Jared was nice enough to say to me, I want to take you and your daughter and your wife and her friend backstage. So now I'm calculating. I go, I just want to sit in my chair because I'm tired. It was a long day. I don't know about you. I went for a run during the day, and I was beat. And I said, okay, because my daughter, it would be a great thing for her to meet Paul McCartney. I'm sure a thrill. And what the hell? I want to come through as a dad. I have such, anxiety about being a dad and trying to make sure things go well in life and right. And I'm probably a horrible dad because, I'll be honest with you. I really try hard to be good, but I seem to do everything wrong. I don't say the right things. I'm sure I'm a disappointment.
But, your children are going to be more... they're going to remember, sure, they'll remember meeting Paul McCartney,
Sure.
and my dad took me to meet Paul McCartney.
Right.
But that's not why they're going to think you're a good dad.
Right. That's exactly right, Rob. But
you're going to use the Paul McCartney
I'm going to do the Paul McCartney
because
thing.
you're not a good dad.
I want to be like, hey, you know when I brought you to Paul McCartney? Anyway, so I'm very hung up on being, I can be critical of my parents as you can be critical of yours.
And rightly so.
Yeah. Well, you got
They never took me to meet anybody.
You're not. Well, the people they took you to meet, you don't want to meet. Nobody wants to meet them. But all right, look, you came through. You survived. You didn't hang yourself with a dog leash. That's considered a success.
You know what? I got to give them credit. They never made me want to hang myself with a dog leash.
Right. Which is a miracle, right? When you think about your life.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, I was talking to someone yesterday about that. He said, when you measure success in life, never measure it compared to, Paul McCartney or Keith Richards. Measure it from where you came from. Right. And I said, that's kind of what I do. I was so happy to have a job.
Yeah.
That to me, that was success because where I lived, it was such a shithole. So it was like, wow, this is great. Look at me. If you measure success from where you came from, Fred, you're very successful.
I'm fucking Trump.
Right. Yeah. This my buddy said. Anyway, so Jared walks over to me very nicely and said, or I think it was Ross, one of the two guys, and they said, okay, let's go back and do the meet and greet.
Uh-huh.
I said, thank you. All right. Well, you're walking through the crowd, and I see my friend Richie Notar. Where you going? I wanted to say
you on the QT.
You want to come with us, but it's such a thing. It's so private, secret. And you're walking back there, the Apollo
It was
Theater.
almost like a Pope kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I saw people being ushered in and out.
Well, in no way would I have gone if I wasn't with my daughter, because I know that this is a pain in the ass for Paul McCartney. The guy's 70 years old or
close to it.
Ben Stiller told me Paul was 70, so I was like, wow, I can't believe he's 70. But I read in the paper
67 or 68.
he's 68.
Yeah, 68.
He's 68. Did you see Ben Stiller?
Yes, I did. I said hello to him.
Yeah, me too. I like that guy.
Good guy.
Yeah. He comes in there, he's singing along and everything. Not be the douchebag. So I go backstage with Ashley and Ashley's friend and Beth. And now we're in a room. And there were several people there, I think from the board of directors of Sirius.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what someone told me. They're from the board of directors. I never met these people, but they're in the board of directors. all right. And Chris Rock comes marching in.
I saw Chris.
Right.
As he was being ushered out.
Yeah, he was marched in there, too.
Yeah.
So I go, hey, Chris, how you doing? And he's looking me over. I go, Chris, be prepared for more history of Howard Stern. I don't like history of Howard Stern. I go, listen, what the fuck is wrong with you saying something like that? My fans like history of Howard Stern. I don't like it. I like the real show, I go, well, we can't be there all the fucking time. Just like you, Chris.
You disappear. We don't see you every day.
Yeah, I can't be there every day. Got to have a life, too. So, anyway, now I'm thinking, Ashley really wanted an autograph of Paul McCartney. So now it becomes my obsession that I'm going to ask him. And I feel terrible because I've never done that in my life, Robin. I don't believe that a piece of paper signed by somebody is anything. But it was important to her.
Unless it's a check.
So now I'm like, exactly. And now it's like, oh, man, I got to ask. Well, so Paul comes in the room. Hello. Hello. I go, hey, Paul. I go, all of a sudden, I figure I better speak up because I got one opportunity.
Right.
And now I'm the autograph seeker. And I feel, you know what? I'm a pretty successful guy, pretty famous guy. I'm about to ask this guy. I'd only do this for my daughter. I grab a pen from one of the board of directors. That's a whole fucking scene. I go, Paul, can I bother you for my daughter? I asked him to sign the ticket. I didn't have a piece of paper even.
Right.
I just had the ticket to get into the concert. He goes, yes. Of course, we'll do all that. But let me take these pictures here. He blew me off. He didn't want to sign the thing.
He never signed it?
He didn't sign. I was so embarrassed. Chris Rock looks at me. This fucking idiot. He starts rolling his eyes like I just committed a huge faux pas. I go, was that bad? I mean, did I just get fucking dissed? He's rolling his eyes. Paul was busy taking pictures with people. I understood. But all right, I wasn't feeling that bad about it. But when Rock starts fucking rolling his eyes.
Though, he's going to polish it and make it worse than it is.
Then I turn to Beth. I go, was that bad? She starts like,
Yikes, then it was bad.
Oh, shit. I wanted to die. Because I don't want to be that guy being a douchebag.
Right. Did he come over to say hello?
Said hello quickly. And they did. They brought me and Beth and Ashley and her friend over to take a picture. So there was a picture take. I don't know if I'll ever see it. But I'm assuming they take these pictures so they can send them to the person.
Right.
So but I felt bad the whole concert. Like I was just like, I shouldn't have bothered the guy. And so Ashley said to me afterwards, Dad, would you be upset if you were backstage and someone asked you for an autograph for their kid? And I go, no, I really wouldn't.
Right.
I get it. When your kid's standing there and it's important to the kid.
Right.
But I should have thought about Ringo when he said, peace and love, peace and love.
There'll be no more autographs.
No more autographs. I think Paul's on the no more autograph shtick.
Maybe. Paul just lets Ringo say it. He doesn't put it out there.
Because I was kind of handled, And I was handled. I was handled. And I just felt bad.
I guess, I thought Fred and I were embarrassed and humiliated last night. I guess yours was worse.
How were you embarrassed? What happened to you?
Oh, man.
Well, they were ushering all those people back there. And then all of a sudden, Tim Sabian comes along. Fred and I are perfectly happy.
Yeah,
we're sitting in our row.
We're conversing with everyone. We're hanging.
We're having a good time.
What did he do?
All of a sudden, Tim Sabian comes over and he says, Fred, Robin, come here. And the next thing you know, he's pushing us into that area where they were ushering everybody in.
Don't go.
It's like we were being marched into a death camp.
Yeah. So now we're being herded and, maneuvered.
You were happy.
And shoved and pushed and prodded. And we get right to
the brink.
Scott Greenstein.
Yeah.
He was the keeper of the gate.
He looks at us, and all of a sudden a whispering campaign starts.
They're unclean.
And the next thing I know, Jared turns to me, and he says, I'm going to help you to your seat.
Oh, my God.
Do you know where you're sitting? I was like, why am I here? And I turn around, and
you feel like a douche.
Tim Sabian is nowhere to be found.
All right.
He ran and left us there. I was like, why am I being humiliated?
There's
like
only
this?
one thing worse than that humiliation. Getting in the room and then being humiliated. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's bad.
But that is bad.
Yeah, there was
bother
no
anyone.
reason for that.
Scott didn't think you were worthy, huh?
Obviously not. I was like, whoa,
Was his
what did
big
we
night.
just do?
It was his big night to be King Tut.
Oh, yeah. He was Caesar.
And then,
Thumbs up,
you know,
thumbs
it's like,
down.
oh no, and Ross and Jared have to handle Fred and me.
They didn't have to worry about that. I mean, it's
But
completely
it was
understandable.
embarrassing for us. We
Yeah.
didn't ask to be there. We weren't trying to barge in.
Of course, that's embarrassing.
What are you going to do?
Believe me, I wish they would have whispered and rejected me. Oh my God, there was no.
Don't pull the autograph, Gambit.
because you know you're bothering the guy. You didn't even want to go in there, right?
No, we were at our seats. We weren't asking anybody for anything. He came and dragged us down there.
And then Scott whispered and rejected you.
Yeah.
It's like
After
going to
all-
it's like going to Studio 54 with your friends and you don't even want to be there, and then they reject you.
No, not good enough. Next.
Yeah. There was a lot of, tense moments there because everyone was nervous. You know, this was a big night for Sirius, but you know what? They're only making it tense on themselves if they invite people and then tell them to leave.
Right. I was like, why am I here being
Wow.
rejected? I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, you were happy.
Yeah.
It's like being invited to dinner and saying, no more food for you.
Did that stay with you the whole concert?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's still with me today. I'm like, why was I put in that position?
Wow. I'm not sure who got it worse last
And
night.
then I start looking around. Now I'm evaluating my seat. I'm evaluating everything.
Right. All of a sudden you're thinking.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, where's Cousin Brucey sitting? Oh, he's up there.
Right. Yeah, like the pecking order. Wow.
Like, why is Ben Stiller sitting there?
Right.
He's not a member of Sirius.
You know, I was doing the same thing. I go, you know what? I was thinking about all the people who I know who wanted to be
Yeah.
there, who work here every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, why is it important that Keith Richards' daughter is two rows in front of me? Like, why is she... I was doing the same thing. I go, not that I care where I sat, because in that room there wasn't a bad seat.
No, there isn't really.
But I was
yeah.
thinking about all the, like, you know, Sal and Richard who work here every day, or Jason and Will, or somebody, you know, it's people like that, people
Yeah.
who work every day here. And I was like, well, why is it important that, like, who can I think of? I wasn't even thinking Ben Stiller because he does our show, and I was
Right,
glad about that.
absolutely, yeah.
But I was thinking, like, why?
But George Wallace was in the...
George Wallace was with Jerry Seinfeld, and did you know that he was with Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes, I
had it
did.
I so don't want to look and see someone catch me looking at them. That here's who I heard was there and I didn't see. I did see Chris Rock because I saw him backstage.
Yeah.
I saw Alec Baldwin. He was in front of me.
I didn't see Alec Baldwin.
I saw Matt Damon.
Oh, wow.
He was in front of me. And I was like, well, why is he here?
Yeah, he
like, why does...
What does he do for us?
I don't know. It was weird, right?
Yeah.
I had the same feeling. I was just like, well, I'm thinking about all the people, you know, like, are they subscribers? You know, what do I know?
I doubt it.
I guess it was important to make it like a star-studded evening, but
Yeah, I know everybody was excited looking around the room to see who was there.
that adds to the glamour of the
Yeah,
evening, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, but I had your reaction. I was kind of like, you know, I'd rather see Jason and Will there.
Yeah, it was like, and they got better seats than me.
Yeah.
And now I was rejected from Paul McCartney.
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards, Ron Wood.
Yeah, they've seen Paul McCartney enough.
They can see him anytime.
Yeah, they weren't overly friendly. Jimmy Fallon was here's
Jimmy Fallon,
I didn't see
remember was
him.
there. I never saw him, but I heard he was in the room.
So anyway, the McCartney concert was really good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Got to say thank you to Sir Paul. He rocks.
Yeah, I tell you, that was something. It was very small venue, and
That's the perfect place to see him. I saw him at
Oh.
the Garden. You don't
Right.
get half the stuff that goes on when you see him in a small place.
We
like
even
that.
saw him at Radio City Music Hall, and it was better than that.
so why do you think Rob and Fred were brought back and then like rejected by
See,
Scott?
I'm sitting around going, how come I wasn't asked to go back to be rejected?
See, you were rejected from being rejected.
Yeah.
You
How
were
come I wasn't in
rejected.
that?
You didn't even get up to the
You didn't
part
even
where
get to
you get to be
rejection
brought
You
back.
were
status.
I really
rejected
haven't-
before
Yeah.
you knew it.
Yeah, but
I
really,
guess I've arrived.
why them and not me?
Yeah.
I have to tell you, there was a great moment in the show last night.
Why them and not me? Yeah.
I'm sitting 2 seats away from Robin. Paul goes into the opening part of Maybe I'm Amazed. Robin made a noise.
Oh, God.
Robin just went, oh.
She was probably exhausted.
No, it was.
No, it was ecstasy.
It was I heard Robin orgasm.
Yeah.
Was she sitting on her foot?
No, but it was so real. It was great. It was like Robin was a kid at a concert.
Yeah, I loved it too. I had that feeling too.
Oh, there were some, he hit a couple of songs, and I was just like, I just love these songs.
Yeah, sound was really good. And I know we were broadcasting it on Howard 101 because when I left the concert, I missed the last song, but I turned on the radio real quick, and I got to catch Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
How did it sound?
It sounded really good on the radio. They did a good job.
And I was like, how could they mess this up on Saturday Night Live? He's so good.
They messed it up on Saturday Night Live. I was talking to somebody who was actually at Saturday Night Live, and he said to me that McCartney sounded amazing in the studio, but when they put it out over the air, it didn't sound good.
Right.
Let me see. I got nervous about having to pee.
Oh, really?
Here's what happened. I took the kids out, out to dinner beforehand, and I was hitting the wine and drinking water, and I went, what am I doing? What an asshole I am, because I'm going to have to pee.
Now you got to pee.
And I have a problem peeing in public or in any kind of group situation. So before I left the restaurant, I said, I'm going to pee. I go in the restaurant, and when I get up to go to the restaurant, a lot of people do follow me into the bathroom. They like to get a hold of me in there.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty much standard. As soon as I stand up, I can see a line forming. And I have enough problems peeing. So I get in, and I'm like, thank God there's a stall. I never go to the urinal. I know that's going to be a disaster. Nothing's going to come out of me. I don't care how bad I got to pee. People, I just think people are looking at my penis, and I don't want it. I've been like that since I was a kid. I can't pee at a urinal.
It's called pee shy.
Yeah, I am pee shy. If my penis was really big, if I had a big schlong I could stick out, I don't think I'd be pee shy.
You'd just be peeing on people.
Yeah, I think it's because my penis is small. That's what it is. I'm being honest. It's my penis size. I know that's what it is because it looks like a button. It looks like a Bosco cap. Do you remember Bosco, the chocolatey syrup that you'd buy?
It was the one that pulled up?
Yeah, and remember it had like a round. The only reason I remember this is because I said, that looks like my penis. Look up the Bosco on the internet, Bosco, and look at the top part of it. That's what my penis looks like. It looks like a little shroom. It's not impressive. And I don't want men like how guys... I see these guys. They look over in the urinal. They start talking to you. Of course they're looking at your dick. I don't care what anybody says. Everyone's always comparing size. I don't do that. I don't look at anybody's dick when I'm peeing.
You must.
I don't.
Because you compare so poorly.
I know I would compare if I had a big one. I know I'm not going to win any contest. So whatever I am, I'm pee shy. So I get right in the stall. Now, I'm at the restaurant, and I'm standing there, and nothing's coming out, and I'm pushing and pushing. I want to pee. So then I start thinking, people are looking at me. But I'm in a stall. How are they looking at me? I go, I know if I talk to myself, I sometimes get relaxed and I'll pee. And I have to pee before I go to the concert, or else I'm going to be a disaster. So I start having a conversation with myself. Oh, and quietly so no one will hear. Hey, I can't believe it. And sometimes I talk to myself about the band Cream, Ginger Baker, Jack Bruce, and don't ask me why, Eric Clapton. I have this thing where I talk about Disraeli gears and the cover and all that, and I get relaxed and I pee. So I peed at the restaurant. I was like so fucking happy. I go, now maybe when I get to the concert, it'll be 2 hours long, and I'll get out of there and I'll pee when I get home. Just don't drink any more water when you get back to the table. So I settle up to check, get out, get over to the Harlem, the Apollo Theater. And I'm there and I'm standing around. I do that whole meet and greet thing where, Paul basically handled me and didn't sign the piece of paper. And I'm fucking humiliated. It was a night of humiliation. I'm humiliated. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how humiliated I am. And you know what? I might have been more humiliated than you were, but I'm not sure. If I saw Scott Greenstein whispering, and that's pretty humiliating. But
that's pretty bad.
But it's Scott. When it's Paul McCartney handling you, it's really fucking embarrassing.
Well,
and Chris
that's
Rock
why I'm
laughing at
saying
you.
that you probably got it worse.
I don't know.
Because yours, only Fred and I and Jared and
we're a witness.
Ross were witness to our humiliation.
So this was my wife and my kid and worst of all, Chris Rock standing there.
Not even Fred's daughter saw it.
So
This awful thing that happened to us.
yeah, I felt really embarrassed. I really did. I truly did.
Oh,
But-
I'm sure we did too.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm not sure who won that
and
contest.
I looked at Tim Sabian as I was walking out. He was all the way back up the aisle, laughing and talking with somebody else. He
Man.
didn't even care that we had been humiliated.
Nah.
He kept
Nothing
going around
about
saying it was the greatest night of his life.
Right. Well, you know what? He's very positive.
And I said, last guy who said that was Lou Gehrig, being the luckiest man in the world.
Right. I'm sure he had good intentions, but you got to think that shit through.
Right.
Yeah, and don't abandon us. Don't make it look like I was trying to sneak in and get a chance to see Paul McCartney.
Well, he didn't want to be humiliated. Why does he need that? He knows he's going to be rejected. Well, anyway. Yeah, don't you hate when you marched around and you know it's going to lead to bad stuff?
I had no idea why he was doing this. I didn't even know where he was taking us.
So anyway, so I peed, and then like after the whole fiasco with trying to get the autograph from my daughter, I'm sitting there, and Ross says, "You got to go to the bathroom?" I said, "Yeah." I'm thinking, "Oh, this is good." He goes, "If we go up a couple of stairs, I think I know where there's a private bathroom." I go, "Perfect. If it's private, I could pee. If I have to go in a group situation down here," and I was thinking the whole time on the car ride over, I was like, I think I have to pee again. I have to pee again, but I just peed, but I have to pee again. I get crazy with this peeing. It's been ever since I'm a little boy. When my parents would take me to Radio City Music Hall, I knew I wouldn't be able to pee in a public bathroom, and I would just be filled with grief.
So this is part of your anxiety about
Yes.
concerts and
Yeah.
everything else. You don't know if you'll be able to sit through it without peeing.
Yeah, I even said to Beth, I wish we were just home watching TV. She goes, don't confess that to anybody. I go, I know this is a great night, but all I can think about is peeing. And you know what? Really, I shouldn't have been there. You know, after the humiliation, it was all downhill for me. So when Ross said there was an opportunity to pee, I go, okay. Well, you know that whole march you got to do through the crowd. I get out through the crowd. Now we're waiting at an elevator for 5-10 minutes. I go, we're going to miss the concert because I knew the concert had to start on
This
time.
is before the concert?
Yeah.
You know, I was looking around for you and I was like, where is he?
Yeah, that's where I was.
Okay.
That's where I was trying to find this bathroom because I go, this will be great. I'll be completely free of pee.
Yeah, because I saw Beth talking to people.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was like, where is he?
I thought there was a bathroom close by. All right. But if you go to the bathroom downstairs, you're with everybody.
Right.
So, all right. They start to wait for this elevator. Now it's 5-10 minutes. I go, I don't think this elevator's coming. Could we walk the stairs? How many floors could there be?
Right.
They go, oh, it's 2 floors up. I go, come on. So this nice woman, Ross, and myself, we're all running, up these stairs. Then we hit a locked door.
Oh.
Now I'm like, why did I start this? Why? Why me? So we hit a locked door. This nice woman goes, wait here. I'll get the door unlocked. I'm waiting. She's running around. The poor woman's running up and down steps, trying to get a key, finally get the door unlocked. We get up to the bathroom. And you know those kids from Harlem who are like a choir? I guess they were either in the bathroom or somebody. There's a private bathroom, but somebody's in there. They start banging on the door saying, Howard Stern's here. He needs the bathroom. I go, no.
Get out.
I can wait. So finally, they clear out that bathroom. I get in there. No pee. I hear all the people outside the door talking. I can't pee. I don't have to pee. I didn't have to pee at all. I'd empty out at the restaurant. Got down. The concert had already started. I was so bummed. I missed the entrance. I don't even know how they came out on the stage. Did they just walk out?
Yeah, they just walked out.
I can imagine it. I missed it. And I went, why am I so hung up on having to pee? I should
And
wear
you
a diaper.
didn't even have to pee.
No, nothing. I stood in there for 5. I said, you have to stand there and pee. You went through all this trouble to get here. You pee. And I'm now standing. I can hear people out there. What's he doing in there? What's he doing? A gram of Coke? What's he doing? And this is what's going on with the peeing routine with me. All because I have a small penis. Fuck. If I had 3 more inches, none of this would be going on. I don't know. I'm so neurotic. And then I ran downstairs, got downstairs. I missed the opening of the concert. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mary Ann from Brooklyn, go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, my God, Howard, it was more than fun. In my own little living room, I had my own party. I was thinking of 7 years old in my grandmother's house in Bensonhurst, and I had a lump in my throat and tears in my eyes, and we all communicated, Howard, through Facebook, and we all listened to the show, and it was fabulous.
Yeah, they did a nice job with it, and congratulations to Sirius on their 20 millionth subscriber. Good for them.
I left Scott Greenstein a voicemail last night, and I also sang in Gary's voicemail, because, Howard, it brought me back. It gave me such joy just to be home in my own house listening to that, and I stuffed 2 Edam's cheese buns while I was waiting during Mr. Skin because I was having an anxiety attack.
Right.
Howard, it was great.
I don't know what she's talking about.
no.
Paul, I zoned out. Do you have any idea what she said?
Something about cheese balls and Mr. Skin. I don't know.
Paul, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard, Robin, Fred, everybody. I wanted to call about you feeling bad about the autograph. I think that's terrible.
I didn't want to bother the guy who was going on with the show. I felt fun. I would never do that.
You think it was terrible if I were to ask?
Yeah.
No, I think it's terrible. Paul's reaction. I'm a huge Beatles fan, a huge Paul McCartney fan, but
Paul couldn't get away from that pen fast enough, Robin. It was like I had.
It was like the pen
It was like I had AIDS.
had that staph infection that eats your skin.
Yeah. Oh, he couldn't get away from that. I go, could you just scribble your name here on this ticket?
What is that?
Then,
It's a
and
pen?
then it was like the Zapruder film. Like he moved away, he handled me, and he went, yes, we'll get to that, of course. But let me just take these pictures over here. And I was just like, that's what I do. Boom, just fucking shoot me. And then Chris Rock's laughing at me. He's like, oh man, that was bad.
It's worse to do it in front of Chris Rock because he
You're never
loves
gonna hear the end of it.
that kind of stuff.
I was just like, was it that bad? He goes, oh yeah, it was bad.
He probably didn't hear any music. He was still laughing at that.
And I go, hey, Chris, by the way, how's your miserable life? Where's your kids? How come you're not with them?
I think it's bad when anybody acts that way. But
No, he was. Listen, I swear to you, I love Paul, and he can do no wrong. I understood. I've been in this situation, but I think I don't think he likes signing autographs, and I was the putz who was backstage
you were the
annoying
one
him.
person.
But I don't care. You know what? I did it for my daughter, and I felt like I was a good person.
And that's what made me compelled to call. I'm a huge fan. I haven't actually ever called before, but I have a daughter as well, and that story just made me think that I felt bad for you, really, and I don't think you should have done that. No matter who it is, no Paul McCartney.
Well, no, don't hold it against him. You know what? It might have even been like he had every intention of signing it. I'm going to say this in a positive way, and then he got caught up in taking pictures. But between you and me, I was definitely handled. Oh my God! And I just wanted to kill myself. I really did. I wanted to crawl into a hole and die.
I know you said you never do that to people, but keep that in mind.
I don't want autographs from people. Robin, you know that.
I know. No, I never have seen you ask for an autograph.
Right. All right. Thank you, Paul.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Look, I know I'm not Paul McCartney, but I've accomplished a few things in life, and I was kind of embarrassed. But maybe it was good for my kid to see that, I can't get everything I want either.
Right.
Because I think sometimes my kids think I can get whatever I want because of my fame or whatever, and I can't. I can't even pee.
You suffer rejection, too.
Right, we all do. I just don't suffer it well.
I don't think any of us do.
No. At least you can pee.
Well, I don't have that issue.
Oh.
But I hate to be set up for rejection that I wasn't planning to get. I had no issues. I didn't want anything.
Man, that is weird. Not good.
No. I'm having a great time. I would have gone through that entire night just having had a good time.
Right.
Like I said, now I was on a search. Who's sitting? Where is he sitting? Oh, he's sitting up there? And he got to meet Paul?
Right. Tim.
Here he is.
Bad form, dude.
Well, no, here's what happened. They were doing a live broadcast.
I do.
Yeah.
They were doing a live
Here's the mea
broadcast,
culpa.
and I thought that, let's see if we can get Robin and Fred on the air with them. And then so I walk in with them, I get thrown out, and then Robin and Fred turn around, they get thrown out. So I thought maybe that, if I had them there, I could get them on the air, on the live
air,
broadcast
where?
on the pre-show
Evidently, I guess it was a pre-show.
Yeah, and so it didn't work out that way. So I apologize profusely
Like
to
I
both
said,
of
we
you.
didn't even know where we were being taken.
Right.
Well, we were standing there. I thought maybe we could get you on the broadcast. So I apologize profusely for trying to, get.
They thought they were going to meet Paul McCartney.
Right.
Oh, did they? Oh,
We didn't know what we
yeah,
were
me
standing
too.
there
I thought I was
for.
going to do that too.
But then you left them there.
No, I got thrown out.
Oh, talk about humiliation.
So I'm on the humiliation list.
Yeah, you don't work hard enough.
Yeah.
Nothing throws you though, huh?
No, but I just thought, hey, you can't get on the air unless you're there. So I thought, get a little exposed.
Well, maybe you got to think that shit through before you start dragging
Well,
people
yeah,
out
I
of
know,
their
but
seat.
sometimes you jump out of the plane, you just got to
Yeah,
go with
but
it.
listen to me.
But
Look at
it
me.
wasn't
We jumped
your
on the wrong plane.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Right. You need to think that stuff through a little bit.
Yeah.
It
I know.
wasn't
Yeah.
your broadcast.
It was in the
wasn't-
moment.
And you didn't have any contact with the producers or anything.
Well, I figured I'd work it out right there on the spot.
Good Lord,
threw
that
you
was
out?
bad.
Scott?
No. The security.
Oh, security.
Yeah, my pass
Robin
was
and Fred at least got thrown out by Scott. You got thrown out by
No,
security.
I think that actually got thrown to the security
Well,
guy
I
as
feel
well.
bad for Scott. Shouldn't have been put in that position. That was wrong for
None
that.
of us should have.
Yeah, why would...
Because he
Well, I
obviously
apologize to you
thought
too, and to you. And by the
we
way,
were
your
trying to
daughter's
get to see Paul.
incredible.
Right.
Thanks.
You didn't even know what you were doing
No,
there.
he thought we were trying to get to see Paul because a lot of people who were walking past us were going to see Paul.
I thought maybe I could get you in on the broadcast.
Well, like
But
I
I
said,
thought wrong.
we were dragged off. We didn't know where we
Not
were
only
going.
were we not part of the broadcast, you're
And
barely
then
part of the show.
we got treated like crap.
Barely part of the audience.
Well,
hey, I had good
another
intentions.
fine moment.
I want to apologize to everybody.
Well, all right.
What a
Whatever.
douchebag I am. I got to go back to work.
Yeah, you got to just sit in your chair and not direct around so much.
See, I got to get involved. I just
everything.
can't sit there and just.
Well, don't get involved.
I know. It's hard for me not
No
to.
one's looking for you.
I'm a control freak.
Yeah, but nobody's looking for you. And the
I look at
broadcast,
myself
I
as
think
a
I
player's
might have been
coach.
on the broadcast. I walked in, I'm standing, it was freezing outside. Oh. Those reporters and stuff must have been freezing their balls
Yeah,
off.
they were. They were.
Beth was shaking, and I'm talking to, I don't know, some magazine or something, and then I saw Lisa G. Was she doing the broadcast?
Yeah, she was doing interviews. But
I spoke to her, but...
Well, the entire Sirius staff, from the music department, everybody, I thought did a great job here with the broadcast and with, it just sounded great on our channel.
And security was really good too, by the way.
Yeah, security was extra good.
Yeah, they kept you out.
They even threw out Tim.
For good reason.
That would have been great if security threw you out, Robin. That would have even been better, right?
That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
my
brutal.
God.
I didn't have the right pass. I'm like, pass?
Yeah, well.
Sorry.
Anyway.
I tried.
Another great moment.
Don't try anymore.
Yeah, really.
Keep me out of your trying.
Brian, go ahead.
Hey, what was the ratio of listeners to celebrities?
I don't know. I saw about 10. I didn't actually see the celebrities. I saw Alec Baldwin, and I saw
Ben.
the back of Matt Damon's head.
Matt Damon.
I saw Ben.
Who else? Did you have a list? Because
Gary made a list. He saw a lot of people. There was the commissioner of basketball, David Stern, was there.
Oh, yeah?
With that woman who just became the commissioner of the public schools.
What's her
Something
name?
Black.
Something.
Kathy Black.
Yeah,
she
something
was
like
there. Chris Rock was there. Jerry Seinfeld, who I didn't see, but they say was there.
I saw his head.
I saw John McEnroe and his wife Patty.
I saw John.
I didn't see Keith Richards and Ron Wood, although everyone told me they were standing there.
I saw Ron.
I saw Wood go by with this very tall, young, attractive black woman.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that. I didn't see Jimmy Fallon, but he was supposedly there. I didn't see Steve Buscemi, but he was there.
I saw Steve Buscemi because when I was talking to Ben Stiller, he walked by him.
And Little Steven was there, who
I
works
didn't
here.
see Little Steven.
He works here, so that I get.
Yeah.
He's, he...
Marky Ramone was there. I talked to him for a while.
Marky Ramone was there?
Yep.
He works here too, Howard.
He works
Marky
here.
works here?
I said it's okay for him to be here. He's on the channel.
All right.
Did he get to see Paul?
Did they have the celebrities separate from the listeners?
No, it wasn't like that. But I mean, I was just making a point to Robin that I was just thinking of some of the guys that work here on the channel every day. I would rather, quite frankly, I understand they wanted a star-studded evening, which is fun for the people there to all look at the stars. But
Right.
I just sometimes feel bad that there's some unsung heroes around here who don't really get to be rewarded. And I felt so bad too, because some people I know, like Laura, who works indirectly for the channel. She works with me. She wanted to be, but I couldn't get a ticket. I tried. I put everybody on a list, and it didn't get honored.
Martha Stewart was there, and her daughter, and
I was pissed because Keith Richards' daughter was a couple of rows in front of me, and she wouldn't sit down. She was standing and dancing the entire time. Like when everyone, when everyone
whenever
sits down.
would sit down, yeah, when Paul would go to the piano or something like that. Yeah.
I think I started having all these feelings like, wow, she feels so entitled because she's a famous kid that she's not even aware that everyone is sitting down.
And she's in front of somebody. I did notice there were these. Was she with somebody else? Because there were a couple of people who were standing.
She was with a guy.
Yeah, and people behind them obviously couldn't see. They didn't care.
And she was dancing. Everyone was seated, and she was the only one standing.
Yeah.
And I said to Beth, I'm going to tell that kid to sit down. Like, I wanted to throw something, like a piece of paper or something. He said, sit down, He said, stop shaking. Although she was shaking her ass and dancing. She's pretty hot, I guess.
Well, her mother's a model.
Yeah, well, but I tell you what, when she turns to the side, she looks like Keith Richards.
Uh-oh.
No, but I mean, like a good-looking Keith Richards.
Well, Keith was good-looking at one time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she's not a bad-looking girl. She's hot.
She was wearing a hat, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I noticed her
too.
from where I was. I was like, "There's a notice me chick."
Yeah.
Like, look at me, watch me dance. I'm the only one standing. Watch me dance, completely uninhibited.
Yeah, and I was just saying to myself, like, what has she done for the channel? Not our channel, but the whole Sirius.
The whole of Sirius, yeah.
I mean, do we really need her here? But maybe in order to get Keith Richards, they had to give a ticket to his kid.
Right.
So, but anyway, but sit down. You got to be a little aware of what the audience is doing.
Not